All right.
Today's episode is brought to you by the power of friendship.
It's brought to you by, what was that?
None of us are friends, but friendship brought this to you.
What was that thing? Call of Duty's, it was a scam? The Call of Duty lottery thing?
Oh.
CSGO Lotto.
Yeah.
Oh, CSGO Lotto.
Yeah.
Damn it.
This is brought to you by CSGO Lotto.
It's the Just Kinda Loafin podcast.
Subscribe to, ring the bell.
Smash your ass.
Smash my like button. Subscribe to my asshole. All right. Let's start this podcast.
How do we do this?
Off,
It's been 2 weeks.
Right? Yeah. 2 weeks? It's been longer.
2 weeks.
Okay, it's been 2 weeks.
I've been counting.
Who's starting?
I'm fairly certain it's 3 weeks.
It's been
I think
3
you're
weeks.
wrong.
It's been 2 weeks.
We've missed 2.
Okay,
So
that's
3 weeks of time.
2 weeks of not podcast.
We're all right. We're still arguing.
No, you're wrong. It's been a month.
We haven't recorded a podcast because we all hate each other and can't bear to be in the same room together.
Dude, it's like peaking hard over there.
You're peeking hard over there.
Alright, well.
I'll turn it down a bit.
Turn down that gain, bitch.
Yeah, less gain, more gun. There we go, that looks good.
Less attachment, more gun.
I'm pretty sure I started on the last one and in the one before that.
So you can start on this
No, one of y'all is up first.
Right, Miles, you're up first.
Alright, that's fine. I won't be a little biatch.
Whatever, mine's gonna go the longest, so.
Why?
Because I've been playing a lot.
Mine's gonna be the shortest by far.
What? You assume like I haven't just been playing NHL? Recap on NHL 19, boys.
Alright,
It's still
is the skating still good?
It's fucking amazing.
like we can see it, right? I can't see if it's muted and I was so paranoid.
No, we're good.
It's okay. Is skating still good?
It's still great. The game's
you
awesome. I continue to mean to make you guys play it so you actually see the difference.
Yeah.
I will. I'm bringing up that.
You still own
video
18?
No, I sold that shit a long time ago.
Okay. I was gonna say we should play a game of 18 than a game of 19.
I will hate every moment of it. It won't.
Even better.
It would be.
We'll all hate every moment of it,
No,
and then
you-
we'll
no,
all love
No,
19.
you guys aren't cultured enough.
Wow.
You don't understand.
Are you calling me indigenous?
I don't sports.
Sports.
How is NHL the only EA Sports that's in the game that's not on PC?
Right?
Is Madden on PC?
At this point, I've said this to Joseph.
And Madden's
many
the
times.
least game of all of them.
I was saying to Joseph, like, if they moved NHL to console, I would never buy a console.
But by P4.
I would never. The only reason I hold on to my console, we've discussed
Bloodborne.
this before, Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Because I can't play it any other way. Anyway,
Although I do like God of War. That's another one I'm holding on to.
I liked it.
But yeah,
I'll buy it when it's
Bloodborne's the
cheaper.
one I'll go back to continuously.
Okay, I've played a lot of, well, I haven't played a lot of, but I've played more Shadow of the Tomb Raider since we last...
Tom Brader's Shadow.
I thoroughly enjoy it. The puzzles are a little stupid. It gave me, put me into, like, a secluded room.
That puzzle where you gotta shoot through that fucking thing. I was watching you do it and I'm like, I don't understand.
Yeah, no,
what's
so
happening.
like you had to shoot something to pull a lever, then run over to another spot, shoot it to hold it, and then run back to another spot, shoot it to fucking spin.
I guess we're all just used to puzzles and games, like, telling us what to do.
Yeah,
more
push
often than
blocked, hit switch, win.
not. So when it's like, yeah, no, it's just a time thing. It's like, I didn't know. I'm waiting for things to happen. I'm like, do I stand here? Do I let the physics do something?
Yeah, so there was a part in one of the puzzles where I was standing beside the crank that you needed to stick an arrow to make it crank, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I was aiming at a wall, but then it kept popping up with the symbol to say I could shoot the rope in it. And I was like,
okay, well, I guess
like,
I'll shoot this
I was
thing.
like, that's very clearly the wall I'm trying to move. What the fuck? That doesn't work. And then eventually I was like, well, there's got to be something I'm missing. And then it was just sitting there. I was like, I'm an idiot. Honestly, I'm just an idiot. So that's fun. The combat is fun. I can't imagine playing it on anything less than a PC because it would be a fucking travesty.
I was playing it with snap aim, like
Yeah,
complete lock.
turn on auto aim, and that's
Yeah.
how I'd do it.
It
Still wasn't good, but it was like, I can
It
win.
might be the worst combat in a third-person shooter like this decade, but I can't think of anything worse.
It feels really bad.
It's pretty bad. And use the bow, because it's the best thing in the game still.
Yeah.
And the pickaxe. Just run around pickaxe shit. It's pretty fun.
Like, the lock aim literally just glues to their head and follows them no matter where they go.
Oh, really?
I wish Overwatch was like that for me. It is for everybody else I play against.
So that's fun. It's awesome. Lara's gorgeous as
Beautiful.
always, especially when she's covered in mud.
Oh,
I don't agree with that.
that's
what
my
you think.
favorite.
Although she's been replaced by an even
Okay,
beautifuler
actually,
bae.
my one greatest beef with this, he's gonna start laughing because it pissed me. I died 17 times.
Why are
in
you
a
killing
row.
my bull lady?
Who? Fucker.
Who?
Who? I must have died on.
Such a lust for revenge.
I'm fairly certain it was like 17 times in a row to piranhas.
Oh,
It
fuck.
just kept happening, and I would go into the thing, and then she would float like a little bit above it, and they'd be like, homing attack. And
So
then
I was watching Miles do this part because when I did it, I had no troubles with it at all.
I died to piranhas the first time I encountered them 3 times in a row.
I was like, what the fuck? So, like, when you're playing the game and following the marker, it just leads you into piranhas over and over. If you just go from grass to grass to grass to grass, I had no issues whatsoever. And it's weird, because usually I'm the one that's like, what the fuck? Why put this in the game? And I'm losing my shit. It was nice to see it
we
reversed.
roll reversed for once.
It was
and
funny.
Anyway, so after that, it locked me into a room that reminded me very much of the Uncharted room it locks you in the submarine with the
Oh,
creatures
yeah.
coming
The
out.
bombies?
And I was just losing my shit because it just gives you a shotgun, right? And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna one dust them. And then I shoot them and they didn't die.
Yeah.
And I was like, pretty sure it's a 12 gauge shotgun at point blank range. Pretty sure you die. And then I died, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
I'm pretty sure you're cheating.
And then it turns out I have my other weapons, so I was like, well, fuck it, I'll just use my bow, because
Yeah,
at least
'cause
that kills in
wait.
one shot.
Were their shields up?
Maybe.
Yeah, they all had like Master Chief shields.
Um,
Their shields
Like they
might have been up.
regenerated and
Anyway, so it was frustrating, but it's fun, it's gorgeous.
But she's been replaced.
by a better bay.
The other game you've been playing.
Well, I've only played a little bit of it.
Me too.
Like,
But I like that little bit I played.
I don't know.
By a little bit, I mean
I
9 hours.
I ran into an area with level 3 wolves, and I died immediately. I was like,
Just
my
gently set the controller down and
That's
leave
what I
the
did,
game.
actually. I was like, I'm going to get a coffee. I was like, I'm clearly not awake to
I'll come
play
back
it.
and play this later, like 3 days later.
No, like,
I'll wait.
like, I think I hung out with Trent for like 2 hours, and I came back, and Trent was like, did you die to wolves again? I was like, shut up, Trent. It's not funny. And then I took on a wolf that was just gigantic.
Mega
I
Wolf.
was like,
Yeah.
how is this wolf so big?
Alpha Wolf.
So what's that other game you've been playing?
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Cassandra is a fucking wife.
She's
She's pretty cool.
She's a battle wife.
I wish she was a little taller.
She's already taller than everybody.
Yeah.
She's taller than you.
Yeah. A little taller.
She's beautiful.
She has the best eyebrows.
she can hold her breath like 10 times longer than Lara Croft.
Yeah, fuck Lara. She can't hold her breath.
Yeah.
Not wife material.
Well, and I bet Cassandra would fucking fist fight piranhas, no problem.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
she fist piranhas, no problem.
All of those things. I'm just saying, like, Lara dying to piranhas, Cassandra fist fighting sharks, like, one is clearly better than the
Yeah.
other.
It's the best Assassin's Creed I've played since I played number 3.
It's also the least
With-
Assassin's Creed,
Yeah,
which makes it probably
It's-
the best.
It's a better version of The Witcher in
Yeah.
every way.
like I really like number 3. I've said this to Joseph a million times, mainly because
It
of
was
the
funny that you
executions.
liked what most people consider the worst Assassin's
I
Creed.
really liked it right up until they made me switch characters.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of switching characters either because you had to be his dad.
Yeah, you start the game as Hatham, and he's like this just cool, cold, and collected dude that turns out what be Templar, and
Oh,
then you
then he
gotta
plays
play
the
as
Indian.
Rod Don G'day of
Connor.
the Eagle. Yeah.
But I think my favorite thing for Assassin's Creed 3 was the executions. They were all brutal. You felt like you were hacking a dude in half when
That's
you hit him
what
with
this
your
game
hatchet and
does
stuff.
really, really well.
So then, fast forward to this one. It's so smooth. Like the combat isn't infuriating like it was in 3.
If I'm getting angry at the combat, it's because I fucked up on something.
You just aggroed everybody in the region.
Yeah, yeah.
Like-
I deserved the death.
So when I watched you play Origin, I was like, I think this game would piss me off a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Whereas Odyssey doesn't piss. Sorry, I'm speaking with my hands. Odyssey doesn't piss me off. Like, it's funny, if you don't level appropriately, you're going to die. I tried to take a base that was full of level 7 dudes, and I was only level 2.
Oh, no.
And I killed like 2 or 3 dudes, and then I got beamed in the head by an arrow. I was like, okay.
Crit!
2 levels is about the gap that you can work with.
Yeah, I did a level 10 story mission on level 8, and it was tough, but manageable.
Doable. Yeah.
I watched this Claude try and take on a boat full of level 30 dudes, and it was only like level 10 or something.
Yeah. I killed like 8 of them because you can fling them into the fucking water and they
just
die.
Sparta kick them, right?
No, you
heavy melee.
Yeah.
Send them flying. Yeah. No, yeah, because so I don't even know what I was trying to do. I was just taking my boat from one end to the other, and I like hit this other boat from the side, and I'm like, fuck it, y'all are getting invaded. Jumped up, like, skulls on top of their heads, level 30 enemies. Yeah, it was an experience.
Like, it wasn't.
But I'm glad the game lets that happen.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a boat that he was feuding with at all.
No, I just bumped into them.
You started that fight.
Time to die. It was my fault, though.
So had you even damaged the boat enough to initiate boarding, or you just literally jumped from your boat to
their boat? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Needless to say, it was pretty funny to watch. And it seemed like there were infinite enemies, too. Like, they just...
I felt like no matter how many I flung off, there was always more.
Yeah,
it was a big boat.
Probably because the boat wasn't damaged. Like, you were just on it.
Yeah, well, probably not meant to fucking be.
So do you think there's an infinite amount of spawning enemies if you haven't damaged the boat to initiate?
Or if it's on, like, the big boats, they're like a spawn thing.
Oh,
I don't know.
Anyway, and then after that... the only other game I've been playing is Black Ops 4, but I think maybe that should just be a group discussion.
Yeah.
Let's all plow through the other games we're doing first and
talk about...
And then we'll all group
praise and...
Because I'm going to say a bunch of shit, and then he's going to say the same shit, and then you might not say the same stuff, so I don't know.
But mostly the same stuff.
Mostly the same stuff.
Okay, so Call will be a group discussion.
Yeah, I think that's just a better way to do it. And that's it, because I sold every game I had, so...
All right.
Yeah.
And Fortnite's a piece of shit, but I love it. And I just...
Call of Duty's a piece of shit.
We log in to
just
buy skins.
Oh, that spider skin, you were right. You were like, this might be my favorite. And then you give her a look, you're like...
That's a fine skin, mate.
She breathed.
Yeah, we were in the middle of playing Warframe, and I was like, oh, Fortnite shop updated. And like, this is what we do now. Log into the Fortnite shop, hey, new skin, buy it, and log out of Fortnite. Yeah. Like, I'm just shoveling money into that fucking game.
Yeah.
I'm part of the problem.
You're just fisting bills.
Yeah. Now, if they could handle... I still find combat can be extremely inconsistent in Fortnite.
Yes. Everything's inconsistent.
I don't understand how a billion-dollar company now, because you get to say that now.
Yeah. No, there's an indie studio.
And it feels like that. I don't understand how I can straight up lose gunfights when I've initiated the gunfight.
I'm just saying this game would be much more enjoyable if I was playing against console and mobile players
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how pissed would you be to die to a mobile player?
Whatever.
You would uninstall... I know him. He would uninstall the fucking game.
I would at least kill more of them than they would kill me, and I'd be okay with that. Against PC players, I'm just getting fucking dinged every time I go anywhere. Like... I don't know, just out in the field, and I'm like, sniper rifle, beam someone for 105, and they pull it like a Glock and hold it sideways, and I'm dead. Like 300 damage.
First shot to your head, second shot to your eye.
Yeah, like bang, bang, dead. No, it's not fun.
Yeah.
And then, third to your neck.
Well, I mean, you guys can't complain because you guys have won solo matches and I haven't.
Yeah, but I won against console players.
So at least you won.
I made a man kill himself to win.
Yeah, does yours even really count as a victory?
I RPG'd a tree and he fell out and died.
That's still great. I don't know. I
think I've only won 2,000. 3 times.
In solo?
3 times in solo, I think. Whatever. Well, one was that fucking house with the guy that was like jumping and building and stuff, and I'm just like pumped from like the roof. I'm like, he had no idea what he only made it that far because he was building, and people were like, let's leave that one alone. He's different.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb.
No, that's it.
All right, Chris's turn.
No, you're up.
Fuck.
Yours will be short.
What have I been playing? I started playing World of Warcraft again. because 8.1's coming out. It looks really, really
They're
good.
gonna fix some things.
They're fixing a lot of things. There's going to be a performance boost for multi-threaded CPUs, finally, because it's only 2007. Indie Studio. So they're finally adding multi-core support.
Randy Pitchford.
So towns should at least hit 60 FPS.
Yay!
They're making it so that there's going to be a currency system for gaining Azerite armor, which is like the endgame gear, so that you can actually get it, and it's not random, and you're not doing mythic dungeons week after week getting the same pair of fucking pants. So that's pretty nice. I enjoy that. And they're going to be adding 2 new raids, which I don't know anything about the second one. But the first one's really cool. The Horde and Alliance, for the first 4 bosses, it's going to be a different set of enemies as you're invading each other's towns. And then you fight the last 4 bosses, I believe, are going to be the same bosses because it leads to like this big conflict at the end. Not that I ever have a chance to do any of the high-level raid content, but the Mythic version actually sounds like it's going to be good too.
It's okay, brother. We'll level 2 dudes and join some people.
Well, so I have a 120 now that's not even remotely geared, and I think I chose the wrong class. I like warrior, but I think I'm gonna go rogue. I'm gonna do the random roll rogue, and hate myself for it. But you get to use pistols and blunderbusses, and it's goofy as fuck. So, but yeah, playing World of Warcraft, that game's the same shit it always has been.
I need to pick a different character. I like my mage, but
yeah,
I'm still undecided.
Boost
Fire
something.
mage or
What class
I
would
don't
let
have
me be a
$80
wolf?
to drop into World of Warcraft.
You could be a druid.
That lets me be an orc man that turns into a wolf?
Can't be an orc. Because that's horde. We don't play horde.
Well, that's some horse shit.
Yeah. Yeah, druid can turn into a wolf, a deer, a boom chicken,
A bear.
a bear.
Bear's pretty good.
Yeah, the druid's the most versatile class, because you can be range DPS. Yeah, the only one with 4 specs, actually. Range DPS, close quarters, healing, and tanking. They can do it all.
Cool.
And they're pretty good at all of them, except for range DPS. I don't know if Boom Chicken's still top for PvE. They're good for PvP right now, I'm pretty sure.
You call it boom chicken. I saw it. It looked neither boom nor chicken.
It's a chicken. It's because you haven't seen it popping off in PvP, where it's just melting faces.
Oh my god, it's so annoying.
good. It's the greatest thing in the fucking game. What else have I been playing? Like Divinity 2 again, because that game's good.
Oh shit, I forgot. Yeah, we ran through a bit of Divinity. It's fun. We beat the shit out of the Red Prince this time, no problem.
How many co-op players is that game?
4.
Ooh, okay.
I started a co-op playthrough with my mom and my stepdad. My mom's a dwarf because she only plays as dwarfs exclusively and everything. My stepdad's like an undead lizard skelly man, and I'm a lizard lady because they're cool as hell. And it was going great. And then she found a way to put a bucket on her head, and
then it was all over.
That's it. We're done. She just can't see anything. Can't
Just
do
fog of
anything.
war on everything.
That would be amazing.
I was going to say, does it hinder your ability to...
No, it doesn't do anything. It just breaks my immersion. Having a great time adventuring. This dwarf's like, you piece of shit. There's a bucket on his head. Been playing Warframe a lot. Played a bit of Destiny. Been playing a little bit of stuff.
A little bit of this, a
on
little
PC,
bit of that.
Finally. I'll let Chris talk about that.
Yeah.
I've been playing other things, I just can't remember fucking any of it right now.
And you've been reading book?
Yes. Yeah, we started reading Horus Rising. I keep calling it Horus Heresy, because it's part of the Horus Heresy series. So me and Miles both bought the first book in the Horus Heresy series, called Horus Rising. Got it. Almost forgot already.
Because you were looking at Warhammer books. We were all in the bookstore.
Yeah, so...
You were looking at Warhammer books, and I was like... And you were like, where's a good place to start? And I was like, I heard the Horus Heresy was good.
Initially,
and I thought it was a book called the Horus Heresy.
So initially, me and Miles bought, because there was 2 of them, and the cover looked cool as hell, we bought Castlon, part of the Warhammer 40k series. And You haven't read any of it yet? I read the first chapter or two in, and I'm like, man, this is really cool. But I feel like I have no idea what this world is. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's happening. So Chris mentioned the Horus Heresy.
Because I'd heard things.
Like a lot of people saying this is a good place to start the Warhammer series.
Because it's like 30k time
It
period,
takes
right?
place in the 31st millennium. It is literally 10,000 years prior to 40k. Or 9,000 years.
Sure.
So me and Miles bought the first 2 books. And there was a few there. There was like 8 or 9 books there.
So for my first revelation was like, oh, it's not a book called The Horus Heresy, it's a series. Oh, it looks like there's a few of them. So like maybe, like 1 or 8, or like 5 to 8 of them or so.
Yeah.
And then you messaged me.
Did some research after. Turns out it's actually 50 books. And it's still ongoing. It's not done yet. The last one was released March 2018.
But then you said you found 6 books that kind of outline everything we need to know.
I still have the picture here.
So we're going to cheat the system, Chris, and bypass that.
Do some like Naruto anime watching and like use a guide, an episode guide to cut out the filler episodes.
This is the super simple... I'll try and upload it in the video if it lets me put a picture. This is the super simple breakdown on... I think it's like Black Library or something.
Speak up, boy.
Black Librarium. It breaks down the sequence of events in all 50 books and which ones you have to read to get certain stories down. And if I forget to put it into the video, it's
a spider web.
Yeah, it's a mess.
It's a flow chart.
It doesn't make any sense. This chart does not flow. This is, if water ignored gravity, this would be a flow chart.
But have you been liking the book so far? The first one?
Yes. So, yeah.
It is the first one, right? I got that right.
It is the first one,
okay.
Yes. It is a very good start. The main character is...
Loafin so far.
Not Horus, it's Loafin. And he is really... Like, he's a super badass. Leader of the 10th Company. I'm going to forget all the names and everything of everything.
You are right.
So it establishes that Horus is like a demigod, like son of the Emperor. And there's 3 of them, two that it discusses in this book so far.
He's a few chapters ahead of me, so...
Yeah. I try not to spoil anything. But yeah, Horus is like this super badass, like 2.5, 3 meters tall, like just... And the way they describe him when you see him is like this beautiful, like untouchable god. And I'm like, this is really cool.
Is it just the movie Gods of Egypt?
Yeah. It's absolutely absurd.
I haven't seen that movie. I heard it was bad.
It's not good.
It didn't need to happen.
So do I need to see it?
Yes. Naturally, now that we've said it's the worst thing
I really liked the visual in it of like the world being like a flat disc. Like that looked really cool. And you could like get up into the space and some like the space chariot where...
Oh, yeah.
Where, was it Horus, actually? Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I don't need them having more ammunition for Flat Earth, though.
Yeah.
Because that's basically a documentary.
What are you talking about? The world is flat. Just get on board.
Just the way you said that. Sign up now. Subscribe. The world is flat. I'm so enthusiastic.
I hope I never meet a real life person that tells
I've met
me
a few
that they're a flatter. I'm going to punch them in the
Here's
face.
the biggest problem is I met a few. I was in college. They
made it there.
That's allowed to exist in a...
that ain't all, brother.
Oh my god.
Like just
Canadian colleges.
Like
they're fun.
It's almost like that's where all bad ideas brew.
Well, like the thing with the whole flat Earth thing that I still don't understand is that these people have the ability to see footage of round planets.
Yeah, but it's doctored footage. It's the globalists want you to think that the Earth is spherical so that they can get one over on you. I don't know what that would achieve for them, but I know it ain't good.
Anyway, flat earthers are stupid. They're just straight stupid.
Yeah.
Like seriously.
Yeah.
Like have you seen the like some like professional athletes have come out and been like, yeah, the Earth is flat. I was like, what?
Well, how else do you think I could run in a straight line so good?
And then one dude was like, "All right."
Like, it's all straightforward, guys.
He had like an interview like in front of like a crowd of like 100 people or something. He was like, "Okay, I was just goofing. I don't actually think it's flat."
And then he got shot by flat earthers.
Because a dude was
How
like,
does the bullet fly straight if the earth is round?
what?
How come when I skate, I'm not always sliding in another direction?
What the fuck? They don't fly straight.
I feel like I've seen that argument before.
Well, how do bullets fly straight? Well, they don't anyway, so fuck off. You dumbass.
It's not great.
Seriously, that's one thing that pisses me off.
Yeah.
Like, really.
I
don't get it.
They're incorrect.
Did you say it's the Aryan correct?
It's the Aryan correct.
Some people are just better
I'm
than
just
people.
pushing a slightly different agenda right now, guys. Alright, that's all I've been playing and doing.
That's all you've been doodling?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, before getting into the bigger part of what I've been doing, I too played a bunch of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That was actually... So I stopped playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I traded that in and got Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I think I made the better move, actually. I was liking Tomb Raider, but I was just... I don't know, I got into a point in the game where it slowed down. And,
Assassin's Creed's a better game.
Assassin's Creed's just so much fun. It's so big and fun, and I like the combat, and I love Cassandra. She's such a babe.
She's really cool.
And, yeah, I don't know. I like just about everything about the game other than its performance, really.
Yes, Ubisoft, that's a discussion for later.
Yep. Yeah, that game doesn't run the best. It runs...
By design.
Yeah.
By lack of design, sorry.
Yeah, so it could definitely run better. It looks gorgeous. I love the way the armor looks.
It could also run worse, I guess.
It could.
You could be playing it on a standard Xbox.
Oof, yeah.
I mean, it was pretty fun to just be Leonidas at the start and walk around, kill Persians.
And weirdly enough, that stuff runs better than the rest. Like, the big battles with tons of NPCs, those run almost flawlessly. It's whenever you're just wandering the world that it...
Yeah, dust.
Honestly, it was so cool just being Leonidas and killing shit.
Yeah, my favorite part of the game so far has just been, like, this thing underwater. I'm just gonna run and dive
and
there.
punch a
like,
shark.
I love the combat, but honestly, just wandering around in the world has been by far the
picked
best.
exploration mode.
Yeah,
I don't think I could pick the story mode.
I have
I
have no idea how to find or get to anything. I just wander and things happen. It is the most. I will never beat this game ever.
What side did you side with? The Spartans or the Athens? He went Athens, apparently.
You don't...
Or sorry, the Athenians.
You don't have to make a choice. You can flip-flop all the time.
Oh, can you not? Oh, okay.
Every region is...
He told me that you had to pick a side.
Every region
Where
is...
you had to pick a side.
Oh.
Every region is an ongoing power struggle.
Yeah.
Where you had to pick a side that forces you to side with the Spartans in, like, the first...
And then I started killing them.
You can do that, but that's not going to progress the
part
story.
of Athens.
Okay. But yeah, every region is either under Spartan or Athenian control, and you can flip it. Back and forth. You can flip it and then flip it again. You can fight for the Athenians and kill the Spartans, and then you can fight with the Spartans to kill back the Athenians. You're just a mercenary for hire.
That's so racist.
Yeah. It's really cool.
It's really cool.
That's so racist.
Yeah, so obviously my understanding of the game is far more limited than where Chris
Thank God I talked to you.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. I was getting
I'm 9 hours in, I'm like, Athens forever, kill everybody. As I'm assassinating Athenians.
So you asked me what side I choose. I guess I have chosen Athens because I tend to turn red regions blue and leave it at that. So
red is bad, blue is
although
Wakanda forever.
I fight everybody, I guess. Like I'm going out and clearing out the map. I go to every question mark location, and whether it's under Spartan or Athenian control, I'm killing every captain, I'm looting every chest, whatever. Like, so I'll get bounties on my head for Athenians, and then bounty hunters show up, and
Worst part of the game is how they spawn.
Well, that's the thing. It's like you get a bounty.
Isn't it just out of nowhere?
They literally appear out of nowhere. They come sprinting in your general location. It's like, what?
I was watching a guy on like an island in the middle of nowhere, and I like stabbed a civilian or something. Like if you turn around on this almost
you can
flat
see
island,
ocean in every direction.
It's just ocean, and the bounty hunter's like, "What's up, fucker?" Like out of nowhere. I can't remember who I was watching play it, but he was just like, "No."
Yeah, I was just walking down the street, and this civilian was just kind of walking, and Trenton was like, "Are you gonna kill him?" I was like, "Well, now that you said it, now
yeah."
Whatever, just beat him in the head with a staff, and he died. I was like, "Huh." No, bounty hunter.
Yes! Nice!
What's great is whenever you're walking down the street and I guess you have a bounty on you and a bounty hunter catches up with you, locks eye contact, starts a fight with you.
Oi, you! Oi, you! I'm a fucking dick, you!
You start fighting him, you beat him up, you get him about halfway down health, and then civilians just start involving themselves, and they all choose their side. So, like, you're fighting, it's just two mercenaries going at it, and they're like, well, one of those is clearly an asshole.
If I get a sword that makes it so that I get health back when I kill things, and civilians start jumping in,
Yeah.
or not jumping in,
But it ends up becoming it ends up becoming an endless fight because, okay, so now you're dealing with just waves and waves of civilians. The more of them you kill, the more mercenaries are showing up because the bigger bounty you're getting. It just
keep
death
getting
spirals.
loot, so it's amazing.
Yeah, except the bounty hunters eventually, like,
Difficulty down to easy.
they just get higher and higher levels.
Yeah, my favorite thing so far has been, like, you get, like, a big club or something, I'm, like, fighting somebody on the street, and a civilian casually walks by and fucking swing. Like, the civilian goes flying, I'm like, that was your fault. I was clearly swinging at this
I'm
person.
just practicing in the street, come on.
Like, civilian goes flying, goat's like, what the fuck? Goat runs away. It's a good game.
Does it do the goat scream?
Yeah. Yeah. I still haven't seen that yet.
So, like, while I complain about the mercenary system, it can result in some really hilarious stuff, too, where I left the game idling for, like, 5 seconds to check something on my phone, and I came back, and a chicken had started fighting me. It was attacking me, and I was like, well, fuck! And I killed the chicken, and then more chickens are around, and they start fighting me. Well, shit! And then, like, lynxes came out, and, like, a pair of them, and I'm fighting lynxes, and then civilians get involved and start fighting me. It gives me a bounty, a person immediately appears and starts hucking fire slings at me, and I burn to death and die.
You activated the wave survival mode.
I was like, what? I was standing there, and the chicken wanted to fight!
Look, this is how it was in ancient Greece, Chris. This is how people became champions.
Fighting chickens in the streets.
It all starts with a
and
chicken.
then everyone. Oh my god. But yeah, I love that game. It's kind of janky, but it's
my
really
experience
cool.
so far has been very buggy.
Yeah.
There's this fort I keep going to because it keeps giving me loot, so I keep taking it over and killing things. And like
Sir, have you tried not filling the coffers again?
there's one like part of the castle thing where mercenaries like sometimes randomly spawn, and it zooms in and shows them spawning, and every single time they appear there, they fall into the castle and disappear. They're still alive, and they still reappear in other parts of the map, but they disappear into the castle. Gone, and then, like, I'll be wandering the street in a different fucking continent, and they're like, you point from across the map. Like, you fucking stop.
Oh.
It's been fun though. All the bugs have been entertaining, except when my bow doesn't shoot. That one's really weird.
I haven't run into that one.
I think it's like a mouse and keyboard thing, which I've been using a bit here and there because it's okay.
Play it with a fight stick.
All right. Just map like all of the face buttons to attack.
Yeah.
And this is move, and that's all you need. Like turn in a quest, heavy attack.
And then you need to get an eye tracking device to control the camera.
Yes. Yeah. I wonder if there's like I can do like the N64 press button to refocus camera.
Oh,
try and play Assassin's Creed like that. Yikes.
But anyway, that's the...
What else have you been playing?
So, I did a thing, and I got a PC.
Oh, fuck.
No way.
We kept telling him not to do it.
And then also to do it.
Explicitly.
Well, yeah,
Never
so I was
lied.
specifically going back and forth on it, because every time I was like, Chris, you should get a PC, and then I was like,
You shouldn't get a PC.
I feel like if I tell him to get a PC and then I'm not playing things, I feel like that was bad on my part to tell him to buy a PC. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we've been playing things!
Yeah, we have been playing things.
I got a PC, and I got some Black Ops 4.
4.
I've been playing that. I'm really bad at that game because I'm equally...
You have a positive KD now.
Well,
And that's all that
I'm
matters
getting
in
better. But I'm
Do you
also...
have positive KD?
1.0.
He's gonna pass us.
Or sorry, it was 1.01.
He's gonna pass us pretty soon.
I die in the
Hell yeah.
stupidest ways.
But, so I'm really bad at Call of Duty. I'm getting better. But, yeah, it's like two-factor. I'm rusty of Call of Duty in general because I haven't played the multiplayer of one since
You've done campaigns like all
Here-
the time,
here and
but
there.
it's only been.
I didn't play last year's game at all. I played Infinite Warfare's campaign, never played the multiplayer. I played Black Ops 3's multiplayer for about a week. And that was it. Like, before that...
Black
That's
Ops
all.
3?
That's
Yeah.
all you could stomach because it was frustrating.
That's all I could
Yeah,
stomach
really.
because it was frustrating.
And then also, I am a mouse and keyboard noob entirely, so I'm really struggling to come to grips with that, but I'm getting better at that, so that's good.
I am too. Seriously, on a side note, though, I'm very happy at my sensitivity.
I had to... I'm glad I lowered my sensitivity.
What's yours then?
That's
15 now.
yeah, mine's at 9.
Not going fast enough. Now it's going just right.
But yeah, I'm lowering the sensitivity in games to get accustomed. I'm sure I'll up it over time, but... Or not.
Most people play with it lower.
But yeah,
We used to play with it way faster than how it is.
so I got Call of Duty. I've
15 is
been
good, though.
enjoying
It's
that.
good.
I got Destiny 2. I got Destiny 2.
Destiny 2?
Yeah. I played that game on the PS4 ages ago, and I liked it, and then the first expansion came out, and I hated it. Apparently this new expansion's really good, which I own, but I haven't gotten to that yet, because I'm just enjoying playing the game at good performance.
I just want to say that the first expansion for Destiny 2
It's a travesty.
is the worst expansion I've ever played in a video game.
And that's why I quit Destiny 2.
And I played all of Operation Anchorage on the PS3,
Oh.
sub 10 FPS.
Oh.
And Warlords of Draenor.
I did play Warlords of Draenor. And yeah, whatever was called Prisoner of Azkaban was the worst DLC Destiny.
The worst Harry Potter.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
What was the DLC called? Prisoner of Osiris?
Mothership Zeta.
Oh, we're talking for...
Destiny 2.
I thought we were still talking about Fallout. I was like, I don't
Curse of
remember that.
Osiris.
Thank you. Prisoner of Azkaban. You can see how I got it mixed up.
Clearly, you're very
What was the
stupid.
second one called?
You're very stupid. What?
For the motherland. I don't remember.
Oh, Russia. Okay, that one was good. The big final boss fight in that one is...
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
We're going to play that with you. You can grab all the spears.
Maybe we should play some...
rest
well, no,
these
it's...
until you can
I was
have
going to say, maybe we should play some of that tonight, but it's still double XP for COD. We should play more of that.
But then we have to play COD.
He's okay to play God.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll play COD.
Don't read into that. He wants to play it very badly.
indecisive.
Speaking of Destiny, though, somewhat similar, another game I'm finally getting to enjoy is...
Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
Warframe!
Oh, yeah, the other one.
I put some money into it, and I bought a
Yeah, you
frame,
did.
and I got a cool radiation gun.
What
What's
frame
it
did you
called?
buy?
I bought Necros.
And what's the gun
What's
called?
the gun called?
Arcaplasmor. I remember it now.
All I remember is it starts with an A.
But
It's a microwave gun.
Miles, can you hit me with that name one more time?
Arca? Plasmor.
I might have needed to ask him what the name of the gun was like 15 times.
Well, so you started asking me.
Yeah, and
a
you didn't
lot.
know what it
I
was.
Still don't know what it is. And then yeah,
Like, it was so bad when he was like, Miles, you should buy this gun. I was like, okay, fine, I will. What's it called? And he went, I don't know.
I said it's the radiation.
I don't know, but it looks like Legos.
So then we had to go and find it, and then...
Actually, it doesn't look like Legos. It looks like Mega Blocks.
It looks like that Singularity. No, it looks like the Kane from Mass
Did you
Effect
ever
2.
play Singularity? The game that was like Bioshock, but with time Russians.
No,
It was really cool. I bet it doesn't hold up, but I remember.
this probably runs better than Bioshock, which is unplayable right now on
I think
everything.
I own it on Steam. I want to check that.
Fuck Bioshock.
Singularity is good.
Yeah.
I think I own Singularity, too.
It was Raven Software.
I don't know
probably.
why I would own it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was the game they made after Wolfenstein.
Oh. That was a okay.
Wolfenstein, yeah, it was cool. I remember liking it at the
It was
time.
weird.
Anyway, Warframe is a lot of fun. I don't know much to say about it other than I'm really enjoying that game.
We're never beating the tutorial.
I'm no longer playing as a ninja.
I refuse
You're
to...
not playing free anymore.
Yeah, I put money in.
I refuse to continue the storyline.
I'll do it.
We just play the survival waves.
Yeah.
You'll unlock more survival waves for us.
Cool.
Oh yeah, you play the storyline and bring us with you.
Yeah.
I still don't know what's happening in the story, but I'm appreciating new
Nobody
missions.
knows.
You're a tenno.
There's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You got woke up. Woke.
And now you're being corrupted.
Save the world.
But no, I got the corruption off. There was a thing on my neck, and then I killed a guy, and now it's not on my neck anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I bought Necros,
Yeah.
and he looks all cool.
I tried to use him. I didn't like him.
Which one's Necros?
He shoots like a death. He pretty much shoots a tighter spread of the Archiplasmor shot for his ability.
I don't have him.
It's he can scare guys, and that doesn't work. But then he has an ability that's like cast fear into the hearts of people, and they'll run away, and it doesn't do anything.
What's his ult?
It like lifts everybody into the sky and then smashes them back down.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That's pretty cool.
I find with most frames, I only use their 3 and their 4.
Yeah. Yeah, his 3 is, it makes it so that enemies drop more loot while
I
it's
do like
active.
that a lot.
Yeah. So that's why I picked it, because I figure we're going to be doing group stuff, and I can just pop that every once in a while, and they'll rain more stuff.
Yeah.
Siren's 3 is apply poison damage to my weapons, so I'm going to do radiation damage and poison.
Yeah.
Ooh, there you go.
Saren was one of the first frames that I got, and I didn't play a ton of her, but I loved playing as her.
I've been liking her a lot.
I'm sure this is
I like
a
Valkyrie.
replacement Bay, though.
Valkyrie's great, but it's clearly just for solo shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, here I am, watch me get my health back. So
I'm sure this isn't the last time
You
I'll
should
put
probably-
money into it.
Yeah, you should probably buy Frost.
you should probably
At some point,
I
I'm sure.
loved Frost.
you should probably buy Valkyrie.
I'm sure I'll buy Frost eventually. But yeah, otherwise, the only other game, like, because I've touched a little bit of a ton of other games.
We're going to be playing Vermintide soon.
But today I played
I
a
like
couple
that.
hours of Max Payne 3 again. And that game's still really good.
Did you play with mouse keyboard?
No, I was going to, but
Yeah.
that game does some weird shit.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, so on the roller, it's like, you know that A button? You hold that button, you'll sprint. If you double tap it, you'll roll. And if you tap it, you'll vault stuff.
Yeah.
You know, multifunction key. You're not going to confuse different actions because it's either a hold, a tap, or a double tap. That's easy. On the PC, those are 3 separate actions with 3 of their own keys, and that's just one example. It's like, press G to roll, and like, this for that, and it's... You can't, like, assign multifunctions to keys in that game.
It took me, like, 7 years just to, like, learn how to play that game.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I took a university course on it.
So I'm playing with a controller instead.
I had a feeling.
And that game actually has like lock-on aim anyway, so
Yeah.
But that game's still really good. The
Rockstar.
bullet time and the shooting and the death and it runs really good. The cutscenes are a little like it says.
30 FPS.
Well, it says they're running at
stream
60, but it's like it's not.
Yeah, so Steam will read whatever your default output is to your monitor
Yeah.
when it's playing standard videos. They're
Yeah.
probably just pre-recorded videos.
Yeah, and they look like pre-recorded videos from the 360 version of the game.
Yeah.
Like it has all the settings off pretty much in the cutscenes.
What? Rockstar making a console game first and then a PC?
But then the game
version?
itself, it runs beautifully. It's super responsive.
Did you play the multiplayer? Every time I log
No.
in, there's one guy playing.
No, I'm not playing the multiplayer.
That's really
It's funny,
good.
whenever I boot the game though,
I've never played
it immediately, like the FPS in the corner immediately skyrockets to like 1300 FPS.
Maximum GPU usage.
Oh, speaking of that, actually, with Warframe, when I was playing that, I was telling you this. Whenever I turned VSync off and I unlocked the frame rate,
Yeah.
like the frame rate would get super high to the point that my computer would start whining
Yeah.
at me. Like it was the only game that was doing it. It was like, no! So I stopped that. I put
Yeah.
the VSync on. 'cause-
So we should probably get you like MSI Afterburner so that you can unlock frame rates but still cap them.
yes.
Like put it up to 120 so it's not you're not getting like bad coil line or anything.
Yeah. Because can you not do that? You probably do that with the NVIDIA whatever, but you're probably better with MSI Afterburner doing that stuff.
Don't know if the NVIDIA thing can.
Like the NVIDIA control panel.
Yeah, I don't think it can.
Okay. Well, I'll look into that at some
Yeah.
point. The VSync actually doesn't bother me in Warframe at all. It makes the menu...
Sluggish, but the gameplay fine?
Yeah. So that's...
I don't know how you play with VSync on, man. You're crazy.
Well, whatever. I'm playing at 60. You think that's crazy?
That is crazy.
I only have a 60 hertz monitor.
For
one
Warframe?
one step
I
at a
think I'm
time.
playing at an average 240 frames per second.
You gotta unlock that shit.
Yeah.
Get that coil line going.
Whatever. It's good. It's better than what I had before. So.
Coil line is not bad for your computer. It's just
It just sounded bad. It sounded like it was dying.
yeah.
Put it into a separate room. Just run a really long cord.
Oh yeah,
That was the same,
out of sight, out of mind, fuckers. But yeah, that's really it for me. But it's like a whole world's opened up. I can do all the things we played.
And
some Heroes
it's great
Storm
because
and-
your whole Steam library, like 98% of that
is absolute trash that I'll never touch.
but playable.
But it is playable.
Yeah, unless you own Bioshock Infinite, you
Which
will
I
not
do.
be able to play that game.
I like Heroes of the Storm. It's fun.
Yeah, we played some of that last night. That's a ton of
Lucio's
fun.
shit.
Every time there's a daily challenge for Overwatch Heroes, I want to uninstall the game because I hate playing as every single one of them.
I like playing as Zarya.
Zarya's cool, but I can't play as her.
I don't like playing as her.
And it's not. It has nothing to do with my hatred for Overwatch. They just all are not fun to me in the game.
I like being a support character though.
You should try.
Heroes, so Zarya is fun for me.
You
for
should
that.
also try out Lucio then.
I've been him, and he's
Lucio's
okay.
not
For healing, I prefer other types of characters.
Oh, he's the worst healer of the bunch.
Yeah.
But I need
Although I
to
like
play-
his speed boost. I think that's a really cool support ability.
That's what was amazing. I was playing as Garrosh, and Miles is speed boosting me, and I'm just cleaving dudes in the back of the head as we're
Because it
running.
increases your movement speed and I think also attack speed if you do a certain
I like being Zarya
yeah.
and
And then
targeting
you
allies.
pump it up and then
Yeah.
it increases it for 5 seconds, I
Yeah.
think it is.
I like being Zarya and targeting allies and protecting them at like the last second before a big hit comes in, and then I get fed damage off of that as
I
well.
am going to mention when we talk about us playing Heroes of the Storm, we only play against bots.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, we do not play against other people.
Well,
so when I'm talking about us absolutely obliterating people, it's just AIs.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, the community for Heroes of the Storm is just as bad as League is.
Yeah.
Just as bad as Smite is. Like, it's
If you
the
play
same
a MOBA,
shit. It's
yeah,
the
if you
same
play a MOBA,
shit.
the community shit, and I don't want to deal with it.
They're
Like,
fucking...
even when we're doing bots against things, and I don't feel like doing the objective because we're gonna fucking win.
You just tell the
anyways
bot to
'cause
go
it's
do it.
bots. What when we have people on our team like, why aren't you doing the objective? It's like
This is a bot match.
We're gonna
It's
win.
a bot match.
like
It's a bot match.
I don't
Actually-
know if you guys know this. Those are bots.
I think it was, actually, it was a while ago now. Well, it was before we stopped playing, before we started playing again with you. We played against, I think, adept bots, and we weren't paying attention to the objective at all. And we looked, and half of our base was gone, and we were like, maybe we should go back to the base, because I think we might lose, and we did lose.
that was on the
They-
castle one.
Yeah,
where they keep sending shit.
you know,
into
over
your
there,
thing.
the castle
yeah,
one.
like,
Yeah.
and they
I'm
eventually...
looking at the map and I'm like, the things go like this.
They eventually just won, and we were like, what were our teammates doing? And in
Yeah.
hindsight, we were just on one lane, and we never moved. Like,
Yeah, we
we never went back
We were
to
all
heal.
the reason we lost.
Yeah, it was completely our fault. And that's the first time we've lost a bot match.
And I will forever hate that map because it forces me to play an objective.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, if you're not playing objectives, just play fucking Dota or League. And then I'm like, then I have to deal with Dota or League. And I love Dota too. But
I liked it
fuck
too.
is that game complicated?
Does
And
it have
runs
bot
like
matches?
shit. It does.
But it runs like shit.
Runs like shit.
Runs
that game
like
is
shit.
unoptimized
And
as
then,
ass.
even if you play against bots, the community is shit.
And the bots are amazing. Like, the bots obliterated us.
Who was the dude?
that fucking...
the warrior guy. He
Yeah,
just
with the
showed up.
sword.
Just killed him.
The guy with the
The guy with the
Okay.
sword, and like he didn't just have a sword; he had the sword, like fucking Thunder Fury. He's just, nah, God, me and Mom was like spamming potions and like eating trees and shit, and just couldn't
I mean,
survive.
that's the thing with Dota. You eat trees.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, man.
It didn't work
It,
at all.
it was frustrating. Because, like, we would be, like, owning a fight with, like, 2 or 3 other bots. That dude would show up, and we turned around and ran away. We're like,
It was like
not anymore.
every single fucking time we died. It was what was it we kept putting in the chat? Easy bots. We kept screaming easy bot in the chat, and our teammates like, can you like stop sucking, guys? Like, because I don't know, with like they're veterans playing as easy bots or something, and
Yeah.
yeah, we were just the worst.
And Miles is absolute trash.
It was like our first League of Legends game where we got double luxed.
Oh my god.
I like how
Do you
easy
know who Lux
Heroes
is, Chris? Chris, do you know who Lux is?
We probably talked about this on a
From
podcast.
League of Legends. Okay, so the very first time I ever played League of Legends,
You bought the Shadow guy, and I bought Sivir.
I bought the Shadow dude because he was really cool, and I knew nothing about the game. Turns out he's completely useless.
I bought Sivir. Apparently, she was the worst hero at the time.
like we managed to buy like 2 of the worst heroes ever.
It was amazing.
And on the enemy team, were we playing against a person? It must have been a person.
People. There wasn't bot matches at the time.
And there was a person that was, her name is Lux, and her special ability is just called Lux Ray. And what she
I've
does-
heard of that.
And it just shoots a beam of death.
Now, this beam of death. So, if they're leveled up and you're not, it one hits you. But it keeps fucking going, so you can
killed you
spawn
again.
and have it hit you again.
Like she point blanked me with it.
And then you respawned and
And there was
died.
like 3-second cooldown on and I spawned, I stepped dead again. I was like, oh. Okay.
Uninstall this trash.
I'll never forget the, like, Miles is, like, in the bush and jumps out, Lux Ray, and I'm like, oh my god! Like, immediately started running the other way. And then I'm like, I'm coming miles, and we spawned again. I just heard you scream, like, ah! And it hit him again and killed him immediately. That was the last game of League of Legends we ever played.
Yeah.
It's okay. Heroes of the Storm is way simpler and for babbies.
I like the ones where you don't have to worry about items. Even Smite had the auto-buy items, and that was the best way to do it. Like, because it auto-sold and purchased things, and I'm just like, land shark all day, every day. I don't need to pay attention to anything.
Yeah, we had an awesome setup going, Neith and Poseidon, for the longest time.
Yeah.
I think it was part of the meta,
and then
right?
Loki and Bakasura.
Oh, that game we
Oh my god.
This fucker got a penta.
Yeah, so it was like
stole my kill.
It was like the end of the night and we were almost done. It was after our amazing Poseidon and Neith game where we did really good. We don't do good in games. We did really good. And it was the game after, and
so he's like
at 15 minutes into the match, Miles kills 4 of them in a row, and it like quad pops up. I'm like,
he's really good.
I'm like, I want to do that. And then like all 5 of them were pushing into. We lost the game, right? Because that was when they were pushing into our base.
No.
We were both assassins.
No, we killed them in the jungle. They were jungling for something, and you came running out because you're Bakasura and you're terrified.
I went around the bush, and they were pushing into our base.
Is that what
like, the only reason I was able to kill them is because some of the dudes pelting them with AoE. So,
Oh,
but yeah, I got a
probably.
pentakill, and I'm like, I did it! And I was like, fuck off.
Like
I finally did a thing.
It couldn't have been more than like 2 minutes later he
Yeah.
pulls off this
Yeah.
penta.
And they still managed to wipe our team.
And I was hitting
beat
one
us.
of the dudes. Like, I was in the process of killing him.
And Bakasura
And he
like,
just comes running. Because that's what he looks like when he does.
And then when we went to play it again, like 6 months later, they changed the way Bakasura looked. And I'm like, now he looks like a
Uninstall.
fucking idiot. Like, I don't care. He doesn't look like the little gremlin thing that he was before.
Yeah.
Made him look more human or something.
Actually, Chris, might be a fun game for you.
we played it once, twice, like
Yeah,
one
but
evening,
you haven't
remember?
played it on computer, though.
No. Yeah, I'll install that game
You were
again.
on PC.
No?
Oh, I might have. Yeah, there been.
It
Might
didn't
have.
have crossplay. Someone was on the laptop.
Must have been me.
Yeah, it might have been before my old PC blew up.
I was gonna say it must have been me then.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because a character you could be that's like fun, hits like a motherfucker, totally has Luxray is Raw. Raw is horrifying.
I think I played as him. Actually.
Every time
Yeah.
Raw comes rolling around the corner, I'm turning around. I'm like,
Skybeam.
Yeah, we'll play that at some point.
Maybe.
It's too bad they shut down Paragon.
You know, maybe you guys will play that at some point.
He likes Smite, but he hates it.
Fucking.
And I agree. And now there are like 50 characters or something like that. I have no idea who's good
We
anymore.
own them all.
Oh, that's right.
we
I bought
bought
the
we bought
character
that pass.
pass when it was
Yeah.
on sale.
But anyways, before we get to the news, do you guys want to talk about COD for a bit?
Yep, sure. I like COD.
Okay, so
Let's start off with how we felt 6 months ago.
Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but I really like World War II. It took me a while
I never played it.
after
When
the
they
patch,
patched it
Once they patched me being able to run infinitely, it
and
became
shoot while running,
it became the best Call of Duty I'd ever played aside from Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2 still held that spot.
It was the best COD experience I've ever had. Modern Warfare 3 was shit. I liked Black Ops. He hated it.
I liked Black Ops
We
1.
loved Black Ops 2. That was a ton of fun, specifically on the boat with shotguns, because we had people rage quitting all the time.
870 in slums, 870 on the boat, 870 in that fucking jungle DLC map, 870 on the Aztec thing, 870.
Yeah, because you one shot, it reliably one shot people. Then you could buy slugs, you could buy long barrel, you could buy extended mag, fast mag, like whatever.
It did it all.
Like, I honestly don't think I had perks at one point. I had as many attachments on it as I possibly could.
Every gun in that game was fun.
And that
All
was
the snipers
before
were
they
effective
started stripping away the number of guns and attachments in the games.
to make them DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Ops 2 was the last. No, Advanced Warfare had a ton of weapons too.
Yeah.
But all the DLC weapons are variations of the
Black
in the game.
Black Ops 2 had the Peacemaker as the DLC weapon.
I guess that was
and it was shit.
That was
Yeah.
And
Pandora's
everybody
box,
could
though.
use it and kill me with
Yes.
it, but every time I used it, I always died.
Yeah.
I was like, why isn't this gun better? I died to it all the time.
Yeah. It was so slow. Had no recoil, but it didn't kill.
Like, there was no stopping power on it. So anyway, fast forward to World War II. I hated it. We have a video. We recorded it. I played the beta in front of you guys. For
And it was
45
the
minutes.
worst thing we'd experienced.
I couldn't believe how bad I was at it.
Also, that map is still your least favorite. Gibraltar?
No, it wasn't Gibraltar. It was the forest.
Oh, that
It
one.
was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Forest. Like, it's shit. Or it was shit. And then they gave me the ability to infinitely run, and I'm playing it on PC, an infinitely better experience.
Is that a game
And I only use
worth
shotgun.
getting at this point, or is it just Black Ops 4 from now on?
I love World War II. If I had my own computer and my own setup, I would probably still play it. I really like it.
I'll play with you.
Next time it's on sale.
I like the aesthetic though, right?
Well, that sale's going to be 33% off because it's COD.
Okay,
Rather than...
When it's cheap enough.
Yeah.
As you guys know, or you probably don't know, but I really like World War II. I love everything that goes along with it. So
You mean like the setting of
Yes,
World War II, not the game.
Yeah.
and the game too. It became my favorite COD aside from Modern Warfare 2, and then only because of Infinite Sprint. That was the only thing that changed. I was like, this game's amazing now.
It was in my top 5 for sure.
I guess I'm still like, so I've always liked the World War II setting enough, and there were peaks for me here and there as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still salty about Call of Duty World War II just being a pandering response to the shittiest fans. Being
and it is 100% proof that if you pander, it's not enough.
Yeah.
They're not your fans anymore.
Yeah.
These people are cocksuckers.
Yeah. Because people were like, oh, boots on ground, go back to what it used to be. And then...
And they did, and look what happened. Nobody gave a shit.
Yeah.
And
it
was
sold
one of the
well
best Call
enough,
of
but it
Duties.
wasn't like...
Yeah.
I mean, it took them 6 to 8 months to get to it.
And let's
Once
not...
they patched it, it was great.
Let's not sugarcoat what's happening right now either. Boots on the ground has nothing to do with why this COD's popular. It's purely the battle royale.
Yep.
That's the only thing.
Well, also,
give a
yeah,
fuck
and
about.
you might not be wall running, thrust jumping,
This game
zero
is
G,
fast.
but it's still you got guys ziplining across the sky, sprinting at the speed of light, using fucking pile driver, exploding whatever on you.
Mountain Dew.
This game isn't realistic simulation warfare, and nobody gives a shit. So you're all a bunch of hypocrites, and you never knew what you were talking about in the first place.
Call of Duty fans.
Infinite Warfare's multiplayer wasn't good. I'll give you that, but it's not because it was futuristic. Fuck off.
No, that was just a bad multiplayer.
World War II, I think, after it had been patched and it was good, there was 9,000 people playing, I think, at one point. We checked.
I'll also say,
That was it.
They were going for a Call of Duty realism, but a bit of that realism initially. Their patch dropped it all. I sprint around like a psychopath with my shotgun shooting literal pellets of fire.
Yeah.
Realism is gone, and that game was then good.
When you think about what a lot of people consider to be the peak of Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, yes, it had a
But that was the one you could sit in a corner and keep pulling noob tubes out.
Yeah, well, no,
There was shit in that.
And the RPG was a Predator missile.
And the Predator missile was a nuke!
and so that game had
The nuke was a nuke.
that game had a realistic aesthetic, but nothing else about it was even approachably realistic.
No.
The thing
I
that
don't
we always
know.
go back to is that there was stopping power. Every gun killed in at least 2 shots.
Yeah.
If you couldn't kill somebody in 2 shots, it's because you were bad.
Yeah. Everything was overpowered, and therefore nothing was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could use any gun. Everything was great, including the secondaries. Like the Raffica, that thing's a fucking cannon.
And when you got 2 of them, dead. I will never forget the foul with the ACOG sight, stopping power, and hardcore.
Pink!
Pink! You could obliterate an entire army with that thing.
Yeah.
And that's probably my biggest issue with Black Ops 4 I'm finding so far. It's just the time to kill is really long.
You have shit guns right now. The best guns are in the end.
And you haven't got the assault rifle I have now.
And
I
that
fucking
seems
love it.
okay. You're just gonna lose most gunfights for a while?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the best guns are at the end. You have the good assault rifle now.
with the ICR?
The Rampart.
The Rampart.
It's really good. I don't like
Rampart
it.
is the second one?
Yes.
The third one?
Second. The third one is the one I just got.
It's the second
The third
one.
one's the bad AK.
No, the AK is the second one.
The AK
I didn't
is
like
the third
the-
one.
AK is the third one.
The AK is the third
I didn't like the
I forgot
Rampart's
it 'cause I hated it.
recoil was absurd.
No. It might be. Is
What?
it?
You think it's absurd?
The recoil was absurd on the Rampart.
Are we talking about the AK or the Rampart?
The Rampart.
I don't know what you're using then, because
Well, I didn't have any
there's
attachments for it.
There's
so-
no kick to it though.
Get it to...
No,
Which one's the Rampart?
The second one, the one that you have level 12.
Yeah, is that it?
Yeah.
It doesn't have any recoil.
Yeah, it doesn't have any
Real- I'm shooting and it's like...
Yeah,
I think you're using the AK.
you must be using the AK.
Whatever, I'll try it again.
Yeah, put a grippy on
Grip
it.
on it,
Yeah, Rampart's good.
Shotguns are shit.
Carbide is
I'll
good.
come right out and say it. The
Unless
shotguns
an
are
enemy's using it, then one hits me from Narnia.
Especially if they have a strobe light on it.
I still haven't unlocked that.
It's the operator thing for it.
I'll never unlock that.
bad. For which shotgun?
The second one.
The ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Strobe light?
Yeah, there's a strobe light.
Still not 100% sure what he's talking about.
I've seen it once, and it's bullshit. You walk around a corner, and it's like, I can't see anything, and I'm dead. Because there's just an ever-going strobe light on
It's
the
like
shotgun.
the flashlight from Battlefield 3!
Yeah. Like, so,
Why can't I see?
yeah. On
Did
their
you
kill
ever-
cam, you just see the attachment on it, and it's just always going strobing. But on your screen, you just see 2 points of harsh light, and like...
That's
Did you ever
amazing.
play Battlefield 3 with us at all?
We weren't.
If it's a Battlefield game,
Probably not.
I-
Okay, so Battlefield 3, there was an attachment you could get, and it was a flashlight. And I know, stupid. Why would you put a flashlight in your gun? It's stupid. This isn't a tactical
you
thing.
blind people.
It was easily
Oh
the
my
best attachment.
god! So there was
like staring at the
screenshots
sun.
of like the sun in the game and a flashlight,
It's
and it's
brighter.
8 times more powerful.
Yeah.
Like there would be people like you think you would lay down with your fucking LMG on the ground with a flashlight on, you'd be nothing but a beacon. No one in that hallway could see you. It was just light and bullets. Oh my god!
And he had a dude run around.
Like,
Back to life.
oh my god!
Yeah, and then they took that away in Battlefield 4,
Thank
and then it got
fucking
patched.
Christ.
It got patched brighter, I think, because people were like, "We'll bring it back." And we're like, "No, don't, please."
Yeah, Battlefield 4 turned into people using the laser sight on their snipers, thinking it would help them with stuff. So like, there's a dude out in the hill, and you see like a little laser, like, oh, what the fuck? And it's like, he's there.
Yeah.
He's right there. Just like light him
No,
the fuck up.
the only gun you would want a flashlight on is a shotgun, because it's close range. You're blinding them. And
No.
The shotgun
you would think-
on the fucking...
You would think, no, you
Was
want
it
it on
the-
the Ace.
was it the
Ace
USAS?
23.
Ace was Battlefield 4.
No, that's what I thought that's what we were talking
Oh,
about.
I was back on 3.
Oh.
Was it USAS with explosive rounds?
You were talking about the Striker, maybe then, because the Striker was a goddamn.
That one
no,
was-
it was
that
the
one was
Dow.
DLC.
It's the Dow,
That was DLC.
not the Dow.
Yeah.
No, the Dow's the second one you get.
Oh, I think
You start out with a pump and the Dow, right? It gave you the option. You could have the semi-automatic one or the pump.
In 3?
Yeah.
Man, it's been a long time.
But yes, no, the special gun you could pick up was the USAS 12 with frag rounds.
No, what gun let you just put frag rounds on?
I mean, there wasn't a gun technically. Oh,
Yeah.
I think it's all shotguns. It's just the literal.
Okay, there was one that
blast
was
attachment.
fully automatic, and it was taking out helicopters.
like 50
I thought it was
cents.
the USAS. Was that a
No,
pickup gun?
I thought the USAS was the pickup. Oh no, the USAS became a pickup gun in Battlefield 4.
Yes.
That's what happened, because it was overpowered. They
In-
kept frag rounds on it because it was overpowered.
So in
That's-
Battlefield
he's right, I'm
3,
wrong.
there would be like dudes in helicopters with miniguns, and some guy would just look up with an explosive round shotgun, like ba ba ba, and the helicopter's gone.
Jesus.
like a hyper realistic military simulator.
Like, it got so bad, like, I think we played a match and, like, we were holding one of the bomb. We had rushed in when we were taking the bomb.
At Caspian border, dudes coming in with fucking jets doing strafing runs, and a guy with just ba 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 just takes the whole thing out.
Like, we were holding one of the points, we planted the bomb, we had, like, 7 or 8 dudes sitting on the objective, and we were like, okay, this last bomb. And you heard the dude walk around the corner from behind us, and we were like, oh no.
We're dead.
Bang, 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 and everybody was dead. And
So
I
powerful.
think I threw my controller.
It was a fully automatic RPG.
I was pissed off. I threw my controller.
Battlefield's awesome. Yeah, we're still using a controller.
Does that mean you were playing on like PS3?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh god.
it had so much latency, like
But
built in
And that game ran at what, like 22 frames a second?
average.
I think that's being generous.
Yeah, it was rough. Well, because we played it on PC after, and Miles played it on the laptop.
Yeah.
And it was getting 40 FPS, and it was like, this is a whole other game.
Yeah.
I am easily triple the FPS.
Playing with
of
a
what's
trackpad.
on console. Yeah. Just as accurate.
And the worst part about playing it
Accurate.
on the laptop was the render distance was just
You had to
atrocious.
turn everything down.
So I couldn't see anybody.
And it still looked very similar to the PS3 version.
Yeah.
That generation was
That
dead
game
at
should
that time.
that game should not have been on those
and then
consoles.
Battlefield 4.
Was a buggy, broken shit show mess on PS4. But that also came out on 360.
It did, didn't it? Yeah.
It did. I've never saw what that looked like.
We bought it on PlayStation 4, right?
Yeah, where it was
It wasn't that
40
approaching-
to 60.
and it
approaching
wasn't that
60.
bad. It was actually a solid experience.
It was 40-60.
Once
After
it
it was
got
patched. Yeah. It took them 2 months to make that one work. Battlefield 1 was one of those games where it worked and then they made it worse.
I don't remember my experience with it. I just don't want to talk about it.
Don't acknowledge it. Battlefield 1 was the one game where, like, massive open fucking maps, and it's like, oh, I'll use, like, rifles and stuff, like single-shot rifles. And it's like, no, hip fire with an SMG. It's still better.
Mm-hmm. It's all about that infinite sprint, man.
It's so fucking stupid.
You can't kill the dude if you can't hit him.
And
He's doing this. And
Battlefield 5 is a whole different experience. Those single-shot rifles will put anybody down. Like, it's...
At least in the beta.
It sounds like their changes from the beta have all been things like giving you increased ammo capacity.
Okay.
That was a very... Yeah, like it tripled the ammo, I think.
So, yeah, they give you a ton more ammo. Medics get to spawn with a med pack. They don't have to grab one anymore
That's
to give.
Yeah, wait, you had to grab one?
That's why I couldn't figure out how it worked.
That's why
I was like,
couldn't do it.
Where's the medic box? And my character's just standing there throwing grenades at people.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Stupid.
I had no idea you had to grab those.
That was rough.
Stand over top of you like, I might
what do
give
I
you
do
some
now?
ammo and then throw an ammo box at you.
All of the weapons in Battlefield 5 from the beta felt fine as well. SCG was strong because of the packet loss thing, but that'll be fixed, I'm sure.
As soon as I got the Car 98, it was very clearly strong.
Yeah.
Like, a lot better than whatever.
Looking forward to Battlefield. November 20th.
The November.
I'll pay to get it early. Should we move on to
the news?
the news?
We haven't really
Done listen to us talk about Battlefield.
Wait, we didn't even really cover Black Ops 4.
We like it.
Do we
I don't know what
not?
else we talk
Well,
about.
we can do...
Zombies is amazing.
We can start with news about Black Ops 4.
Okay.
So this was a thing, when I asked you about it, you said, like, you knew and it was a known thing.
Yeah.
And not a big deal. People online are, like, freaking out about it because apparently they didn't know.
I don't know how they didn't know. Vonderhaar said it.
Okay, because so...
Like, out of his mouth. It wasn't even a tweet.
So the beta for Black Ops 4, the tick rate on the servers was 60 hertz.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice and responsive. Good times.
Responsive.
Comparatively responsive. The release version of that is a third of that. It's 20 hertz, which explains a lot of the bizarre hit detection happening in the multiplayer.
Yeah, I'm like 100,000,000% sure that Vonderhaar had said this already.
Because like online seems to be.
Who was nobody following this game before it came out? I guess everybody was just like blackout. Awesome, let's go.
Well, I know. Me, whenever they announced this game, I was like, I don't give a flying fuck. No campaign. I didn't buy last year's game, and it had a campaign. You think I'm gonna buy your shit?
Yeah, we tried playing
World War II had a campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ugh.
Chris was playing.
World War II campaigns are the worst in video games.
Probably.
Yeah, because they always stack
like,
you up against like the most impossible odds.
And it's also kind of like, I know how it ends. Because it's World War II and it actually happened.
When the Japanese get blown up.
Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great if just once they just continue?
Yeah, no,
like,
you're
the Germans.
Like
won?
the last mission you're playing is the Germans and you win. Like killing all the characters you played as throughout the game.
Oh yeah, be some awesome Nazi super soldier and just kill people.
Well, if you're a Nazi, you're already a super soldier.
High five. Aryan master race.
But yeah, you were saying to me, I guess the tick rate thing is supposedly to deal with launch week.
I am assuming it had to do with their server structure. I imagine, like, as the
they'll correct that, right?
The player base always shrinks after launch, and they are afforded money to do things at that point. And if it does continue to grow, then they'll make it. I don't know. World War II had a lower tick rate at launch as well.
Yeah.
Battlefield has always launched with a lower tick rate. They have 120 hertz tick rate servers now.
It just seems weird to me. You think they'd want to make the launch experience as good as possible, because then it's like people are going to like it, and you can get player retention.
That way,
get online, it's a worse experience.
That way,
management for 6 years.
You weed out the actual fans, right? Like some people get it for.
Yeah, I wonder if a weeding process. That'd be funny.
Like, I'm sorry, as a company, I would do that.
No, you'd want it to
fans?
launch with 60 hertz if that was possible. I don't know if that's possible. This has been like the biggest COD launch in a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And remember, like, so Call of Duty launches started to go well at some point. That's when their player base was shrinking. And people were like, yeah, man, Black Ops 2 had such a good launch. It's like, because it had half the people Black Ops 1 had launch. Black Ops 1 was the pissiest launch I've ever seen for a Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2 was a travesty. And those weren't even servers. Like, this is the first COD to launch with dedicated servers.
Sure.
There's nothing peer-to-peer.
Could have fooled me.
I was gonna say, it still feels peer-to-peer.
Zombies is peer-to-peer.
Yeah, people shoot me with 2 shots, I'm dead. I'm emptying an entire clip into them getting hit markers for days, and it's like...
Yeah.
They could. I get the drop on somebody, like, they don't see me, they're running the other direction. I start shooting in the back, hit markers, hit markers, hit markers, hit markers. They have time to turn around, jump, shoot me once, and I'm dead.
Yeah, I won't try and justify this decision, but that's my understanding of it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like that for a little bit at least.
Good stuff. Also Black Ops related, small piece of, not really news, but you know, with the whole PlayStation exclusivity junk, where they get map packs early and stuff.
7 days.
Apparently it's not just map packs, but it's events, it's the availability of the store, it's everything. It's literally everything comes to PlayStation first.
Yeah. They're also not only going to have it for the same amount of time as us, at least.
Why?
So
I
that's
don't-
something.
Yeah, so people were freaking out at first where it's just like, oh my god, the event,
They
like
get
a
an
Halloween
extra
event
week
or
for
whatever,
events.
starts early for PlayStation, starts late for Xbox, so we say we literally, or in PC, and we literally get less time. It's like, well, no, it starts and ends the same amount of time, just different times.
Yeah.
Um,
And I remember Sony, like, shoveling their horse dick into people's mouths early, like before this generation, like, we won't pay for exclusive content.
Yeah.
We think it's stupid. And Destiny?
how the turntables.
Destiny gets year exclusive content. A year.
And sometimes it's not even just a year. Like, Destiny 1 exclusive content was supposed to be just a year, and then it just wasn't. It was just like, another year. It's like, what?
Yeah, exclusive content to a machine. And I was usually playing Call of Duty on the machines that got the content early, and it's still fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, so I can't talk to my
But
friend on
on
another
one-
platform about this cool map that's happening.
Early content is dumb, and I kind of get it. It's dumb. It's an accepted thing at this point. But, like, the online shop isn't available on your platform yet. It's coming here later. It's like, okay, well, I guess you're just not going to milk me for money now. That's fine. But what's the thinking behind that?
If people play it on multiple platforms, they'll spend it on PlayStation first and spend more.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Well, that's dumb.
Yeah.
It's all about this stuff, Chris.
Yeah. Yeah, PlayStation can suck my asshole.
Mm-hmm.
But I can change my name now, maybe.
Speaking of PlayStation, they had a humdinger of an issue going on. For
Oh,
a
really?
bit there.
PlayStation had an issue? What?
It's been fixed now, but for a while there, people could send you messages on the PlayStation with weird characters in them that wouldn't even necessarily display most of the time. But if you wouldn't even have to open the message; it was just the notification that you got a message. That was enough, and it wouldn't brick your system because it was solvable.
No. Every article I read said it would brick your system. So
It was an error loop that
People are
could be
fucking
stopped
stupid.
with a safe mode boot, but it was or it wasn't. You had to boot into safe mode and you had to reinitialize the PS4, so you lose everything on the system, like your saves and whatnot, and you have to re-download everything. So hopefully you had some cloud backups. It was some bullshit.
yeah, there was a way to check the message like on your phone, and then it wouldn't fuck your console up or something.
I was hearing conflicting reports that would also brick your system remotely.
All right, there we go.
So
Awesome.
but yeah, I don't know what to say about that other than good fucking job.
Sony's never had a stabilization patch ever for their machine, so it makes sense.
What are you talking about? I get one of those like monthly.
Like
That's the joke.
every 3 days.
That's the joke. That's
fucking-
the joke.
No, I was piling on
That's
to the
the
joke.
joke.
I was piling on.
Miles, that's the joke.
I was piling on to the joke.
I think
Look,
Sony can.
I know I look stupid, okay?
I think Sony can
That's
fuck
it.
themselves, and they're the worst company.
No, Nintendo's the worst company.
Nintendo.
You haven't spout off about Nintendo yet.
You're
today.
right. Nintendo's worse.
Do you have
than
any
Sony.
tantalizing Nintendo shit?
No, I don't think
That's
I have any.
special. How do you
think
feel
I'll
about
think of
Nintendo?
something.
How do you feel about Nintendo?
I'll get some. Don't worry.
Nintendo
No, I-
added NES games to their service that no one
Yeah,
gives
the
a
thing
shit
that upsets
about.
me more than Nintendo right now is all the people spending money on Nintendo's.
Online.
I was going to say service, but on Nintendo's online. Yeah.
It's not a
Man,
service.
It's not
I
a
really
service,
want
no.
a Switch, though.
Whatever. I buy Call of Duty and I'm buying all the microtransactions in it. I'm part of the problem, but Nintendo can eat my ass.
I need more custom classes.
At least Call of
I
Duty
can't
respects
stress
my
that enough.
time.
If that means I need the season pass, then I'm buying the season pass.
I don't think that gets you more classes.
There are 12 slots. How I get them?
Prestiging.
It better fucking not. I guess I'm gonna have to prestige
It's,
them.
it's usually prestiging, but they let you buy them in groups of 10 usually. But I remember in World War II, if you bought them and then you went into a match, it was groups of 5 and you couldn't switch between those groups.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, it was whatever last 5 you were modifying?
Like,
and that's
whatever,
the
like,
5
here's
that
your
we give
tab,
you?
this is your active tab. Yeah, it's stupid.
Does that in Dokkan?
I'll just change my fucking class then. I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's not like there's more than 5 good guns in the fucking game right now.
I ran into an issue. I was like, I like this
I
gun,
need
but
5
I also
Rampart
like this.
classes, okay?
I got rid of my Rampart. I'm done with it.
No, you're wrong.
No, my
You're
new ones
telling
are...
me to use it.
Yeah, it's because it's better than the fucking AK and the ICR.
He's not wrong. He got the new one, the H-bar.
It's fucking dope.
The kaleidoscope.
And I stuffed a suppressor on it, and I'm not having any issues. So...
He's cheating.
Hacks.
Next news story. Wait, what are we talking about right now?
We were talking about the PSN play.
Yeah, fuck Sony.
So something else PlayStation related.
Okay. Hit me.
Not that any of us really care about it, but Days Gone got delayed from February to April. Not because the game wasn't going to be done, I'm sure. Because February was like a death march of...
I
One
could
release
bet
after
that
another.
game wasn't going to be done.
Well, I don't think it's going to be done when it comes out in April, either.
yeah.
I'm saying, though, like, I don't
That's
think that's
not
why
the
they did it.
reason.
I think it's because of exposure.
So, yeah,
Days Gone
let's...
is that zombie
The
game,
biker
right?
zombie
And
one.
specifically that day in February. What
Yeah,
are
it
the
was
other
like
two
the
big
22nd.
ones? Anthem and...
Is that
Oh,
Devil May
jeez.
Cry?
Metro.
Metro?
You're going to lose.
There's, like,
trying
February's
to
just
release
full
something
of shit.
the same day as Anthem.
Anthem, Devil May Cry is March.
Okay. There's
But that month-
February was filling up with other shit, though.
Yeah.
Like, I
Rage,
don't necessarily...
maybe?
Oh, Rage. Yeah, Rage.
I don't necessarily think I'm going to buy Anthem, but like
I will be buying it day one.
you are just you're
I'll
asking
probably end up with it.
you're asking to lose if you're going to release it the same day as Anthem. It's the hype is too much. It looks too cool, right? Like there's just
Yeah.
it makes sense why.
Yeah, if that game has a frame rate, I'm going to buy it.
Yeah, keep me
I
posted.
won't be buying Metro right away. I don't care about that.
No.
Rage I probably will if the PC port's okay.
Yeah.
And I will say PC port because it will be a port. There's no way in hell.
But that game's going to be 60 on X and Pro, so that means performance is in mind, at least. So
Keep me up to date with Anthem, if you will, and if it turns out that it'll actually be fucking awesome, then I'll buy it day one.
It's not going to be awesome. I am going to buy it day one. So this is the pattern, right? The Destiny, Division, Diablo. Has any of these ever launched okay? Ever?
That's fair. No, that's
Destiny 1 had a good launch week.
It worked.
Yep.
But there wasn't
And then people...
anything
No, it was
in
good
it.
launch week, and then people were like... The week was over, and they were like, wait a minute.
Destiny 2 as well.
Same thing with Destiny 2, actually.
Yeah. I don't expect Anthem to be acceptable at launch, but I will buy it and play it.
Mm-hmm.
Anthem's... I think a lot of people are getting this expecting BioWare's next big story. Are they fucking wrong?
There isn't
There's a story. It takes place all in their little hub world, so there isn't a story. It's a loot game. It's a loot grinding
I'm
game.
sorry. Is the story mode where I can kill things, or is that out in the wild?
Yeah.
Oh, it's out in the wild? Okay, that's where I'm
Then
going
I
to
don't
be.
care. Honestly, I just need to be able to space my way through all that dialogue and fucking stuff.
Honestly,
'Cause I
though-
don't
Give me an
care.
objective marker, give me a kill count.
I'm out.
Honestly, though, like, the amount of mobility it looks like that game has is the
Yeah.
whole reason I'm interested.
I'm torn on whether I want to be the big-ass, like, Hulkbuster or, like, the wizard.
All of the things about Anthem is, like, most of the reason I don't give a fuck about the next Division.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean,
also
like-
PC performance for Gooby games.
Yeah,
are-
The Division 1's messed up on PC still, right? Or
you can brute force it.
Okay.
I was playing at 100 frames.
Okay.
It wasn't good.
Yeah,
but I was.
we did some setting stuff. I
Dropped
maxed it
some
out and I
settings on some
dropped
other ones.
maxed it out at 1440p and I was like 75 to 120
Okay.
depending on where I was.
Yeah, it's really too bad, too, because I really like the
Good frame pacing.
Okay. I like the Division as well.
Yeah, and I would love to try the Division 2, but holy fuck, are they giving me a million reasons not to.
So that's something like wait a year and see where they are.
Buy the gold edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Now, we're not going to play it for the grind, we're going to play it for the cool adventure story thing.
what has been shown that has pulled you away from it? Like, because it's the same game.
all of the footage and everything they've shown have been like, that's another one. Like, there's not... It's
then
still
there's
my
some-
same
there's
problems
some-
with the first
Like I said,
fucking...
I just
some
haven't
weird
been
questions
keeping
with
up
the
with it.
payment stuff in it,
monetization
yeah.
seems... They're like, yeah, no season pass, but here's all these paid DLCs. And it's like...
Give me a season pass, please.
Why?
Yeah, I'd rather a season pass.
And then they
like-
came and said no paid DLCs as well. Like, there's... Internally, there's conflicting statements.
Yeah. It's like, you're obviously looking for more money. How does it work? Because they're selling bigger editions. So their statement about, like, yeah, all content's free.
Yeah, they got the Gooby editions. There's like 1,000 different ones that all come with like 18 different
It's like
statues.
there's
and
obviously
characters.
some things not lining up here.
Yeah, and it still has the same. I looked back at Destiny 1 versus Division 1, and it's like, here's a rocket that fires rockets that explode into rockets, and here's a laser gun that I'm bouncing lasers between fucking heads. And I look at Division, I'm like, it's an LMG.
Yeah.
It's just, it feels unimaginative.
Division got there with their gear sets and stuff.
When they stopped caring for the realism and then
Yep.
you go fucking batshit with it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like,
Do we expect Division 2 to launch like
their
that?
whole premise opened that gate in the first place. Where
Realistic snow bouncing off your car's titties.
No, their whole premise in the first place was that's supposed to be these secret Division agents that have access to technology that nobody else does. So that
Yes.
should have been grounds for anything, really.
Well, I'm sorry, because I carried around a standard M4 for the longest time.
Yeah.
That I picked up off a random dude in the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm equipped and ready to go.
Yeah, so there should have been more in that.
Hyper-realistic military simulator. It's like in Ghost Recon where, like, you're killing people, it's like you can pick up their gun, it's like, I'm not picking up that dirt. I have my own gun.
I spent
Unless
an
it's an
hour
AK.
customizing this thing for a reason, please.
I spent 20 minutes hitting auto-customize, and I still don't want it.
I spent 2 hours traveling across the map in a helicopter to go get this thing.
I crashed into a mountain for the suppressor, okay?
Only to be shot down by SAM missiles
yeah.
every fucking
Oh,
time.
that was hilarious. What the fuck? How?
That was good shit.
I've never been shot down by a SAM site, just saying.
I've never encountered a SAM site. That's too busy stuttering.
Next
Goofy
news.
performance. Yeah, next news.
The Witcher novel writer guy, the guy who wrote the books that the game's based on, Andrei Sipkowski, he's suing CD Projekt Red for $16 million over a royalty dispute.
Oh, boy.
Because you see, the Witcher franchise was worthless. It was just some books that some people liked, but they were like in Ukraine or whatever. Like nobody
Wasn't
gave.
it like Sweden's pride and joy was The Witcher?
It is now, or not Sweden, but Ukraine. I think they're
Whatever
Ukrainian, or wherever they're
country it
from.
is.
Poland. I don't know.
Poland.
Poland. Yeah.
It's Poland.
It's CD Projekt. It's
I couldn't
Ukraine.
think of it either.
Is it CD Projekt that's Ukrainian? Why am I thinking Ukraine? Maybe they're.
What do they? Do they spell project with a K?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're Ukrainian.
Okay. Anyway,
I don't know if
the
that's
series
true. No,
was
it's Polish.
had some acclaim.
The series is Polish.
Like the book series had some acclaim in its
Sorry,
native
yeah.
territory, but nobody else knew about it. Nobody else gave a shit. Like it was a low value property. So CD Projekt was like, "We'll pay money for it." And the guy was,
Ukrainian company, we can afford something of low value.
yeah, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll give you. We like this series, right?" They were fans
Ukraine
of it.
is a very nice place.
It's a
thanks.
respectable country.
Alright, continue.
You done?
We're having a strip.
We'll argue. That's, okay. That's what we do.
Okay, so they were like, "We'll pay you for this license. We want to make a game of it. We'll even cut you in on like royalties for it if you like." And the guy was like, "What was?" I'll pull up his words here exactly.
Are they in Polish?
They offered me a percentage of their profits. I said, "No, there will be no profit at all. Give me all my money right now, the whole amount." It was stupid. I was stupid enough to leave everything in their hands because I didn't believe in their success. But who could foresee their success? I couldn't. So now he regrets that and wants a payday.
Well, too fucking bad. You didn't jump on board. No,
Yeah.
Like
he doesn't deserve any fucking
You can't.
Yeah.
You got a part of the crew, part of the ship. You can't just jump
Yeah,
on
no.
halfway through.
money. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's what Matt does.
Like that's fuck
Yeah.
him. That's kind of like fuck CD Projekt, like also, but fuck him.
I hate CD Projekt Red for other reasons.
Yeah. But fuck him.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't deserve any of the money.
No.
Like they offered, he refused, and now he regrets. So sorry,
So he can live in regret.
sorry, not sorry. And whatever, he's getting paid anyway because Netflix is partnering with him to work off of the books for the Netflix
To
series.
make Black Yennefer.
Yeah, right. So
It's not Ciri anymore. It's Yennefer that's black.
Series white.
And Yennefer's also white, but now she's black.
Whatever.
No, so originally,
like Ciri the
originally
most.
when they were
Okay.
casting for the Witcher thing, they're like, "Yeah, we want a black character to play Ciri," and it's like, "You mean the one that's a white character? That's already established as that character."
And it will- yeah,
Not
it
that
was-
it changes fucking
yeah,
anything.
like, yeah,
Is there even black people in The Witcher at all?
I don't think so.
So let's make it make zero sense. Sure.
Oh wait, yeah. I don't think I ever. No.
Were
No,
they?
I think I. No.
were
I
they
think,
like Skyrim from the Sky Temple or something?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's
Fuck
not like
CD Projekt Red. Fuck that guy.
fuck Netflix.
Fuck Netflix. Onwards.
Fuck The Witcher.
Fuck The
Geralt.
Witcher. Fuck Gerald of Riverbane.
Except for Siri.
The White Wolf. Siri can do things.
I don't have much.
important.
I don't have much to go on. For
Nice.
this. I don't have much to go on for this next story, but
I have a lot to go on.
some Harry Potter
Hit me.
game was leaked. Some footage. It's hard to find the footage now because it's being taken down everywhere.
Is it a hyper-realistic Harry Potter game?
Simulator.
So it had like kind of realistic looking graphics. It looked like an open world RPG where you can make your own character and stuff.
I'm digging. Okay.
The
I might
name-
actually play that.
Yeah, the name Magic Awakened for it is going around a lot for it. So it's like the Force Awakens. So it'll be shit.
So you play as Darth Vader's apprentice in Hogwarts.
Nice.
And supposedly it's being made by Avalanche Software, not Avalanche Studios.
Oh.
Avalanche, well, this might be for the better, because Avalanche Studios are the ones who keep making shit Just Cause games. Because 3 was bad, and 4 might be the same
3 was
thing.
great on PC.
Was it?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I heard
I
those.
played a lot of time. It was shit on console. Anybody that liked it on console has no idea what they're
Okay.
talking about.
Maybe I'll
I
get
think
that on
I
PC
tried
at some
it
point.
once.
You saw me play it.
I just assumed it was just a bad game.
I think I.
Did you ever run around and blow stuff up?
Did you ever have a PlayStation 4 copy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I must have borrowed it from you
Yep.
then. And I tried it and I brought it back to you the next day. I went, this game sucks.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, I bought it, and I was like, you need to witness.
yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get that on PC at some point.
It was
Yeah.
garbage.
Anyway, this is
The
Avalanche.
game was good. The performance was bad.
This is supposedly Avalanche Software, the guys who did Disney
Mad
Infinity.
Max.
Disney Infinity.
I
There are two.
I was going to say, are those different things?
There are two Avalanche companies. There's like Avalanche Studios and Avalanche
So
Software.
is Mad Max and Just Cause...
Those are different
companies
teams
in
within the same company.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So the
well,
Disney
I'm
Infinity.
now-
Okay, so I have no hope in that.
I'm now losing interest.
Disney Infinity was actually kind of dope.
Was it?
No?
Yeah.
It had the same combat as Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, Jesus
No,
Christ.
the combat was done by Ninja Theory.
Then how did it have bad combat?
It didn't.
What?
You didn't play Disney Infinity.
Did we not play Disney Infinity?
No.
Did we play Skylanders?
Might have.
When would you have played Skylanders?
I could have sworn we played Skylanders.
Not together.
I don't think none of us have played any of those games together.
No,
I've
I've played
played
Skylanders.
Skylanders.
I've played Skylanders.
This
a
is
lot
Dungeon
with-
Crawler. We hit
with
buttons
Trenton.
and things.
Yeah, that was
happen.
Skylanders.
That wasn't Disney Infinity.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, people like Disney Infinity.
Except for Disney.
Yeah. Well, because Disney was like, it's finally making money. Not all the money, though, so fuck it.
Disney's a bunch of cunts.
They don't need any more money. They're fine.
They have it all.
Speaking of cunts...
Oh.
Disney!
I like this segue.
Disney World!
You want to remember how we were talking about Telltale a while ago?
Oh, yeah, baby!
Those last 25 people are also gone.
Oh,
Telltale's gone. It's fully dead.
that's good.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I read they got bought by somebody. right?
Well, no, they didn't get bought. Telltale's fully gone. The rights for The Walking Dead are back to
That's
what are they called? I had it written down here. Oh my god, Skybound. Those are the guys who did the comics, and I guess they have a game dev team as well. They're going to take over
What
the.
is their game dev team made?
I have no idea.
Promising.
So it'll be about the same experience. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll probably be shit still.
If they make shit, it's still as good as the stuff Telltale's making.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not a high benchmark to jump over.
That's nice.
But yeah,
Good for them.
part of me suspects the reason that those last 25 are gone and they shut it all down was to try and avoid. I don't know how if that would allow them to avoid
You mean this inevitable suing that's
Right,
going to happen?
right for over the like unpaid work and
You're not getting out of
severance.
that. There's no way you can get out of that.
Okay,
There's no way.
but they're probably trying
They're gonna make a big
to.
class action law.
They're probably trying to dissolve culpability among people.
How could it not be?
Well, yeah, split up all the people that want to sue you, and they're not as strong.
Anyway, speaking of Disney, before actually, with when we were saying fuck Disney,
What
although
does Disney even do?
although these people kind of deserve it
Make
because
pretty
you
cool movies.
you don't announce fan projects unless they're done.
You mean the official KOTOR remaster?
So Disney shut down a graphics overhaul mod for KOTOR that was being done in UE4. So it really was just like a remake of the game
Yeah.
in UE4.
What's
but-
KOTOR?
The first one, Knights of the Republic, Star Wars. So people were...
I'm just stupid. I didn't get that. Sorry. It's me.
But yeah, fans were making remake, graphics, whatever. Disney was like, no, stop. And they were like, we have to stop because cease and desist and lawyers. But it goes to say, again,
Don't announce your project, just put it out.
just put it out.
Unless they were planning to get...
Or better yet, don't make fucking fan projects. If you're good enough to make a game, make a fucking game. Make it Star Wars adjacent. Make it so it's your own thing. Why would you put all this effort in just to serve someone else?
That's how other cool things get created.
Right?
Is by doing like a separate thing.
Like, you can be inspired by it, no problem, and be like, hey, this is where we took inspiration.
Pretty much all sci-fi is inspired by an existing sci-fi thing now. Like, you don't have to make the same thing. In fact, like, even things that are already established, like Star Trek Discovery, is taking another sci-fi thing directly and remaking it.
Remaking, not stealing.
No, they just remade it, Chris.
Fuck.
I keep popping into my head and I keep getting just angry about it.
Yeah. Oh, it makes me happy. I love it.
I'm upset that there is nobody taking legal action against it.
I think there is.
They can't win. There's
no
way.
But, yeah. I don't know where we were.
Legal action against Star Wars.
Oh, the Disney guys, yeah.
Yeah, Disney.
But yeah, my point again is like, make your own games.
Yeah.
And some people will say, oh, but it's, it's good for their resume if they get like their name on a fan game. It's better for their resume if they made their own game.
Yeah. Also, I don't know, like, I know a lot of, it used to be that you would start doing this and the company would just fucking hire you. Like, hey, you're really good, come work for us.
But you're taking a dice roll on that because, yes, some companies are...
Nowadays, it doesn't work like that. There's too many intellectual properties and there's too many big budget companies
that own everything.
They don't understand how to hire talented people. They just hire numbers to fill quotas and statistics and stuff. And nobody's getting hired based on what they can do.
Dude, it's obviously quality over quantity. You just don't get it.
No, it's.
If you really desperately want to use someone else's IP, put together a pitch to them, see if they'll work with you. If not, fucking drop it and make your own thing.
Yeah,
that's all I can really say.
And I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's been like, hey, yeah, we wanted to do this cool thing related to this, pitched it to a company, we couldn't. Here's our version of this thing that we're making. It's on Steam, and that's usually an endearing enough story that people are like, check your game out. If it's good, it's good. If it's shit, you're going to burn.
Yeah.
But,
Next story.
Yes.
Speaking of big companies being maybe shitheads, actually.
Sony.
This is kind of flying a little under the radar, but it's starting to sound like... so that recent Switch version of The World Ends With You, that weird Kingdom Hearts-looking game with bizarre touch controls.
The Final Fantasy game.
Yeah. The Italian language version seems like it might have just taken a fan translation and stuck it in the game. Which, at the end of the day, I think Square Enix is fully in their rights to do so because it was somebody working on their property without permission.
It's their stuff, yeah, sure. But
it's like, wow, okay.
Do you really not care that much?
Yeah, it's like, well, someone else did a fan translation for it already, so... we'll just steal that, I guess. And it's like, you know what? Sure. All right.
And whatever. Half the time, I remember reading, like, old mangas that come out in the Japanese version. There's, like, the fan-translated Bleach, and I'm like, this is way better than the actual translated Bleach. But holy fuck.
Yeah, because...
like, imagine, like...
because it adds in just, like, direct lines. It's like,
like, this
bastard!
This is a direct translation, and they pissed. But yeah, for a gaming company like that scale, that size, to use a fan-translated script.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I guess like people would be making a bigger deal of it if it was the English version or something.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck about Italy.
Yeah.
So.
Things that more people do give a fuck about.
Sony.
No. This is Red Dead news.
Oh, okay.
This is, so it's weird. The things that various game publications choose to get mad about, I'm not always on board with. But this one, I'm actually down with. It's the whole 100-hour work week thing with Red Dead.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if you heard about this, Miles, at all.
I haven't heard anything.
So in the lead up to Red Dead Redemption 2's release, they've been doing a lot of hype, a lot of interviews, a lot of trailers, a lot of this and that and the other things. In one of the interviews, one of the head dudes, I think it was one of the Housers, like one of the
head dudes
of Rockstar, was talking like mad yang, and
we work in 100-hour weeks.
Yeah, they were like, we work so hard, we do the best games. we got our guys working 100-hour weeks because, like, we know
No
the
sleep
grind.
till Brooklyn, boys.
Yeah, and he was, I guess, expecting some kind of reaction of, like, wow, yeah, you guys are really dedicated, holy. But no, the reaction was like, wait, you're making you people work 100 hours? That's
slavery.
That's, like, really bad. Why are you doing this? It's like, and then immediately, like, the backpedaling has been happening of just like, well, no, it's like, it's just our, like, executive team, and it's totally optional. And, oh, wait, no, like, stories are coming out, it wasn't the executive team, it was, like, everybody. It's like, well, no, it's like, it's all optional overtime. We told them it was optional. It's like, well, it's actually a lot of them didn't understand that it was optional. And those that did actually knew that when you say optional, you mean you can choose not to, but that's also you choosing not to work on the next game and have a job.
Yeah.
And anyone who knows anything about the game industry...
Yeah, let's not sugarcoat it. This is not just Rockstar.
No.
This is how the industry fucking works.
Yeah, like, crunch is a real thing.
I guarantee Vonderhaar hasn't slept for a month now.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, I think people should be allowed to choose to, like, I'm going to throw everything into this game because it's all I care. Like, if you really are... If you're at the top of the team and you want to do that...
Go for it.
But I don't think they should even ask people to do that.
No.
Like, people below them. Like, if you are a leader in a leadership position, you shouldn't get to ask people to do it. They can volunteer to do it if they want. Like, if they're like, hey, I feel really passionate about this aspect of the game. I think I can make it that much better if I throw myself at it.
Yeah.
And the leadership is willing to pay them overtime or whatever. If they can come to that arrangement and somebody wants to do that of their own volition, Godspeed. But holy shit, you don't get to do that.
Yeah.
But whatever, nobody gives a shit because Red Dead 2 is going to be the biggest game of the year. And
yeah. I've always fucking hated Rockstar and the people that like Rockstar games, so I was all aboard this, like, yeah, more reasons to hate Rockstar. But
well, like, remember when there were... This was years ago now, but remember when there was hubbub about L.A. Noire when that came out? It was like, oh yeah, their working conditions were absolute shit.
Oh, really?
So shit that the team just completely dissolved after the game released and was a huge success.
This is what's going to happen again.
Maybe it wasn't necessarily the leadership of that Team Bondi that was pushing that. Maybe it was the Rockstar oversight.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And or the Take-Two fingers in that pie.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, no, the whole industry seems to be like this to an unhealthy degree.
And fuck unions, but maybe it needs to happen because it's not going to happen on its own.
And I'll say, like, the quality of half the games of fucking launch as it is shit. It's like pushing your developers to work thousands or hundreds of hours a week.
It's not good work that's getting done. Once you're past a certain threshold, people are doing shitty work anyway. So what's the point? Your game's trash.
It's like, that's why you're supposed to work like 40-hour work weeks, right?
Most, yeah. And the overtime...
Maybe 50, maybe 60, most.
If someone wants to
get paid
push
overtime,
themselves, go for
Then
it.
you're supposed to stop, though.
Yeah. If someone wants to push themselves because they're passionate, sure.
But, I mean, the human brain has already been shown that you can't push it that far before it starts to stop working as well as it has been, right?
Yeah.
Even if you're... Well, and then if you take, like, an hour or two, like, break in between, like, a nap or something, and get back to work, like,
sure,
that's no problem. Then your brain's like, okay, let's go, let's do this.
Yep.
But you need to be able to moderate that.
And we've probably all experienced it, whether it's, like, trying to solve a problem on our own, get through a thing in a game or whatever. Sometimes you need to just get away from it, and then you come back, and you nail it. You've had time to ruminate on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I might still yell at it while I'm doing it. But...
Yeah, it's like...
like beating a boss in Bloodborne.
I remember putting like Guitar Hero down for a few days and then coming back and just like, fuck, this song's easy. What was I doing wrong?
Yeah.
It's just because you've been bashing your head against it for too long.
Yeah. Yeah, getting stuck into the same repetitive mistakes over and over.
Mm-hmm.
And this 100 hours isn't making your game any better. So many games launch that are absolute shitstorms. Black Ops 2 is kind of a good example of that.
Black Ops 4?
That 4, whatever one we're playing now, is kind of an example of that. Like, that game has a lot of problems, and they're working night and day to patch it, and it's like, maybe you shouldn't have put it out yet.
But it's like you're working night and day to patch it. Like, you know that they're in, like, they're crunching a team right now to do that stuff. Those are going to be creating new problems that they're going to force more people to crunch, and then eventually they'll just abandon it.
So the stuttering problem that they fixed, or they said they fixed, like, stuttering's gotten a fair bit better for me. Like, I haven't had as much. There's been so many people in subreddit that are like, yo, what the fuck did you do?
Yeah, now I have...
Why is this
so before, I wasn't getting stuttering at all.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting it only occasionally. It's when you notice it, too.
Yeah.
but I wasn't getting it before.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, the faster you fix it, the more likely you're going to break something else with it.
And then you have to spend more time fixing it. So...
Well, it's a forever catch-up game, right?
It's bad for the industry.
Yeah.
If you just...
I mean, it's always going to be a forever catch-up game, but you're only making it worse if you push your people to the point where they can't do good work.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a problem with work cultures the world over anyway, where it's just it's all about working hard, not working well.
Yes.
Are you a hard worker? It's like nobody should be a hard worker. Work shouldn't be...
No, work smart, not hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sony.
That's what my uncle's always been preaching me.
Do what Sony does.
Work smart, not hard.
Yeah.
Alright.
Fuck Sony.
Also, speaking of Red Dead, although this is in regards to Amazon...
In your ass.
Thank you.
People have been saying that...
Did you guys hear that they're opening up an Amazon thing in Ottawa?
a retail location?
Yeah, like
a massive warehouse.
Yeah, Leduc said he wanted to.
Yeah, that's what I saw from on Facebook.
Interesting.
Anyway,
Amazon's a shit company.
Yep.
What? They send me the things that I ordered, though.
People have been reporting that if they were a person that reserved Red Dead Redemption 2 during a promotion, like whether it was like an E3, get 20% off, or something else that got them a discount on it, they're all suddenly receiving emails that say, your game's not going to arrive on time. It's going to be 1 to 2 to 3 to a month, weeks late. We understand if you want to cancel your order and do it somewhere else, here are options to do that. Almost as if to say they don't want to fulfill these orders they took on discount.
Because they're going to lose a shit ton of money.
Right.
They probably had to hit a certain threshold for it to be.
Yeah, and so I saw it pop up with this in regards to Red Dead, but apparently this isn't the first instance of this. They've been apparently pulling this shit for a while. I guess the last time it happened was with Spider-Man, where that game was magically not available to purchase on Amazon until they discontinued the discount with Prime.
I feel like this popped up with Sun and Moon 2 to a smaller degree, but the people that tend to play Sun and Moon are like shut-in introvert, like Pokemon fans. Yeah. So generally they weren't as outspoken about it.
So it seems like this has all just been Amazon trying to force people to effectively back out of Amazon's own bad business moves, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, if they couldn't afford to do that, they shouldn't have been offering it in the first place. Obviously, they were just trying to be a loss leader.
Yeah.
And now that they dominate the market,
they can fuck.
Surprise! Like, who didn't see this coming? Where Amazon's trying to was driving everybody out of business with all these great deals and great practices and all this stuff. Also, like working slave labor in their warehouses.
Yeah.
And then it's like
they've almost single-handedly sunk like Costco, Walmart.
Yeah.
Is Target still around?
No.
Not in Canada. Not in Canada, at least. Yeah, like Zellers is gone.
Toys R Us was dwindling. Like they've sunk every
Toys
major
R Us
retailer.
Failed, bankrupted,
and they're getting bailed out or
rebooted.
something. Yeah,
they're being rebooted they're going back to their old name apparently. What they were before.
What was their old name?
It wasn't like the American division handed their debt off to the Canadian division. They sunk it, and now they're
look it up. But they're changing.
Type thing.
They're changing their name to their original.
Miss Tiggy Winkles.
No, it's like Elephant Toys or something Emporium. Let me check.
Jeffrey's Giraffe Hut.
We sell giraffes
and
huts.
But yeah, fuck Amazon. I guess any company that gets sufficiently big enough is going to do this.
Google, Amazon,
right?
Disney, Sony.
So because they're going to keep getting bigger, and they're going to do what they can to keep getting bigger, and
swallow everything.
And it's going to be within reason, right? They're going to do kind of moves and shakes to
keep
see
people
growth.
happy.
But then after a certain growth point, they're going to start cutting corners to see growth.
Yeah. Because you can't continue to exponentially grow.
Exponential growth doesn't exist.
It cannot happen.
Yeah.
I don't know how these businesses... And I guess it's the same kind of continuous cycle that's always been happening, is these people that run these businesses and lead everything continue to profit, run it into the fucking ground, jump out a month before...
On their golden parachute.
Onto the next
look, this last quarter was great. Next quarter's going to be shit, though. Everything's going to collapse. But I'm going to be gone.
Yeah.
Toys R Us is changing its name to Jeffrey's Toy Box.
Cool.
That sounds not good.
Jeffrey Giraffe, though.
Yes. Huts.
Jeff's Hut.
Jeff Hut.
Yes.
That's a football thing.
Jeff's Hockey Ultimate Team.
But it is coming back.
Cool.
Huh.
And we're good for them.
Honestly,
stay small. Stay moderate.
There needs to be things to compete with Amazon because they are buying and they bought and now they're shitting on everything. Disney bought and now they're shitting on everything. Sony bought and now they're shitting on everything. It's this
It happens
endless
every fucking
cycle.
time. Yeah. Lost leaders.
Nintendo's climbing right now. They're gonna be the next ones.
Nintendo's always just been a fucking weird shit company.
Yeah.
Like, they do good games, and then
they're always there.
I would and I still fucking swear by this, I would love Nintendo to make their games on other platforms and stop making their own fucking systems. Holy shit.
I used to disagree with that, but I think I'm there with you now.
I think the Wii was the tipping point for me at that point.
Jesus.
Where I was like, put it on something else.
That was so long ago.
Yeah, no, what?
10 years ago.
10 years ago?
12 years ago.
12 years ago, I saw I remember the Nintendo Revolution announcement, and I was like, stop! Put it on a fucking PlayStation, Jesus Christ. Anyways.
It's not really a segue, but I guess back to when we were talking about Battlefield earlier, I guess DICE has been seeing a ton of turnover over the last year.
Like getting rid of people?
Or people leaving on their own volition, people being gotten rid of. I guess a lot of things pointing at, let's see, what are the reasons?
EA.
Where is it? So I guess it's a company that used to previously be known for having a very low turnover rate. Like, they used to keep a lot of the
DICE?
team. DICE, supposedly.
That makes sense.
A major reason for people leaving DICE is that new gaming companies have begun competing for employees, so they're getting poached a lot. Apparently, the development hell of Battlefront 2 has pushed a lot of people out.
Yeah.
The controversies around Battlefield 5 and the internal working conditions that led to that have been pushing people out as
Even
well.
Soderlund fucked off.
Yeah.
Like,
So
that's a big name.
I mean,
So did our boy Mike Wazowski get out at the right time?
maybe
then?
he did.
That's crazy.
Although it seemed like he was part of the problem. So,
Yeah, so who really knows?
Yeah,
Go Matt.
that might have been more of an ousting than a
Actually.
departing.
Yeah. What was his real name?
Something Soderlund.
No, the Mike Wazowski guy. The Go Madden.
Oh, that one. I don't
Yeah, Soderlund was a problem. Yeah, the other guy
that's what I
seemed
thought you were
okay,
talking
right?
about.
He's sports.
Yeah, I can't remember.
He's now running Madden
Yeah.
in real life.
I don't remember his name. Peter Moore?
Yes.
I do remember his name.
Thank you.
Go Matt. But yeah, I don't know. DICE, maybe they'll make a good game still, but things are not all well there.
I wonder if that has anything to do with their delay.
That might. I thought it was.
that might be like.
Honestly, if the game launches in the exact same state the beta was in, I'm fine. That's money well spent.
That game, it's really good.
Yeah.
I will not be buying that.
It's a lot better.
You will.
It's a lot better.
No,
than
buy WoW
maybe-
instead. Play WoW with
Maybe
me.
on a steep discount.
Play WoW with me. That'll be 50%.
I'm not buying. I'm not spending any money on games for a good couple months.
World of Warcraft. If I buy you a subscription, will you play WoW with us?
Sure,
Cool.
but not within the next 2 months. I have other shit to play.
Like what? Name one other game that's coming out.
Red Dead 2. I'm part of the problem. I'm going to fund their poor working conditions.
Cool. You're getting Smash too, right?
I'm getting Smash.
2, the second Smash.
Yeah. And then there's just all the shit I still need to finish Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I want to play Destiny. I want to play Black Ops 4.
We should play some Warframe.
And Warframe.
I heard that game was good.
Speaking of Warframe, let's end on a high note.
Digital Extremes?
That big Fortuna update with the We All Live Together song. It's coming in November. I don't know what's in that Warframe update, but
Another open world.
big open world.
Yeah.
I think it's on Venus, actually. That's what I was saying. I do have a link here, actually.
We can run around on the plains of Eidolon. Their open world stuff has been the least interesting.
I want to check it out.
It's
It's
just so
cool.
boring.
There's nothing to do in it.
Warframe's massive open world
Maybe now
Venus
that we have our
expansion,
gun.
Fortuna, is out next month on PC.
It's gonna make it easier.
Well, the hard, those guys that we couldn't kill.
Oh.
Fortuna was
Sure.
first
But
unveiled
we're
during
also-
Warframe's third annual TennoCon, which took place in July this year, and it looks
Their
spectacular.
third TennoCon?
I guess so.
Wow.
Much like last year's Plains of Eidolon expansion, Fortuna is entirely open world, initially focusing on the titular hub-like subterranean home of the Solaris United before opening out into the sprawling snowy surface of Venus above. Interesting.
That actually sounds kind of cool. Hopefully it's more compelling than the open world stuff they have
I'm sure they'll be improving based on feedback from the last one. They seem to be a very responsive team.
Yes.
So
yeah.
That's all I had.
And they're one of those teams that they'll wait to put something in that's not broken. Like they'll wait long enough.
Well, they'll put it in the PC version and it's broken, then they'll put the fixed version in the console version. Right?
It seems to be their... they'll release it on the PC.
It's not broken, but it there are balancing issues.
Yeah, they don't mind having the new thing be the strongest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the month. And then it tends to come out on consoles and it's all fair and balanced and yada yada. But it's interesting. The way the community is designed, like the new shiny thing will come out and there's a few people that are like, hell yeah, I want that. And other people are like, I like the one I have.
Yeah.
That's really cool. They got a really good community. And you can go into their public things and be like, what the fuck is this item and how do I get it? And somebody's like, follow me, good sir. And bring you into their spaceship and you can just go.
And then they fuggle you.
Well, you hit dingers.
Dingers. Speaking of dingers, this podcast has been a dinger, but we should wrap it up.
This podcast has been pretty good. One little thing I want to talk about. The Windows update that was deleting people's files.
Excuse me? What happened?
So Windows put out... So, 18.0 or 18.14 or something. I can't remember the patch number. It had been in beta for 4 months. And people were saying, it deletes files from our pictures, documents, and videos. Not that anybody fucking uses those anymore.
But don't do that.
Don't release it. It's broken, guys. And Windows put the update out. And for 5 days, this forced update was deleting people's files from that folder structure.
Fucking nice.
The folder structure they want you to use. And it's just a strange coincidence that those folders are meant to sync up with their paid OneDrive service. And if you weren't paying for the OneDrive service, it didn't sync up properly. And it's weird monetization things.
It's if you had OneDrive, you would have had backups of that.
Too bad. Not that You
got a hair in your mouth?
Uh-huh.
It's okay, we'll hold.
Thank you.
That's all.
Oh, it's the worst thing in the world is hair in your mouth.
Biting your tongue is worse.
I'll bite my tongue all day, every day over a fucking hair in my mouth. What was I even talking about? Oh yeah, I'll never use Windows as a default folder structure. I wish I could actually fucking delete it, but I don't think it lets you. It keeps recreating them.
Only to delete them themselves.
because you cannot. That stays on your default drive that Windows is on.
No, see, I think you're
which
wrong.
nobody fucking installs things
It's toggling
on.
the visibility of them. They're still there. They just turn them invisible.
Yeah, I have to. Whenever I'm installing anything, I have to change the directory every time because I don't want it to go where they want it to go.
Yeah. I'll say I made a comment on Reddit the other day that got downvoted to fucking oblivion. I re-upped my Reddit subscription. Yeah, I started Redditing again.
I mean, your subscription of interest.
Yeah.
I got it.
Windows 10 keeps... Oh, this was a separate problem that I fucking had. So I was trying to change the driver that I had for my GPU, and I disabled Windows auto updates in the fucking registry. I broke the operating system for it to stop updating, and it still continued to force
updates.
A GPU update. Not the driver that was the latest one. Not the one that I wanted either. 391 from a year and a half ago.
That one was just baked in somehow.
So I left a comment saying Windows 10 keeps installing GPU drivers for me as of the latest patch, even though I've disabled it. If I didn't need this OS for games, I'd be somewhere else. It's a fucking joke.
Yep.
300 downvotes. Wow. I edited it saying, Windows slaves.
How can anyone be defending, I
had a list
obviously,
of comments.
As someone who just bought a PC and is getting a PC games, obviously I'm on Windows 10 as well.
It's the only option. There's no...
It's shit.
There's people saying, Linux now has that new support thing where it lets you play games. It's at literally a fraction of the fucking frame rate you can on Windows. Like,
Works fine for me. Works fine for me. I don't even see gender.
I don't see gender rates per second. Yeah, people are fucking trash. And they all deserve to die. Fuck Sony.
Fuck me.
Fuck me.
And Randy Pitchford.
Fuck you, Randy Pitchford.
Don't think we let you off the hook this week, Randy Pitchford.
Rando Pitchfork. I will never forgive. Never surrender.
Because we're animated. We're coming. We like to fight, too.
I want to arm wrestle Randy Pitchford at PAX.
Nice.
And he's gonna beat me because I can't arm wrestle for shit. But
You're physically unable.
I'm physically inept, and I just want to arm wrestle Randy Pitchford. Is that considered a threat, an act of violence?
No, it's a challenge.
Okay.
Because you don't want to hurt
Randy,
him.
I know you're listening.
You don't want to hurt him. You want him to hurt you.
Yeah. Beat me, Randy.
Hurt me, Daddy.
Hurt me, Randy.
Because for as much shit as we dump on Randy Pitchford, like, we need him.
Yeah.
Like,
He's a beacon.
Randy,
of light.
where's Borderlands 3 so we can shit on that and shit on everything you have to say on that? Please.
I only want this game to exist so I can be angry that it exists.
Yeah. Come on, Rando.
I'm gonna DM him.
Teach me a magic trick.
Slide into his DMs and ask him where Borderlands 3 is. And you know what? He's gonna reply to me.
Yeah.
Because he knows that we are the biggest Randy Pitchford fans.
We're the biggest Randy fugglers.
Yeah. Randy, I'm trying to fuggle me. Randy Pitchford, I know you're listening. I'm going to send you an invite to the Discord. We're going to discuss our meeting plans for PAX, and we're going to arm wrestle.
And teach us how to do magic. Seriously, though. Like, how does that work?
How does that work?
We know you know.
Is that how he made Borderlands?
With magic?
He magicked it by fuggling.
No. Well, that is actually...
Fuggled some magic together.
That is how he made Borderlands 2, is because he got funding to make an Aliens game, and then did a magic trick, and all the money went to Borderlands 2 instead. So, you're on to something.
I don't know, when I play through that Alien
Magic.
game, I feel like that had... Oh my god, you're right. An eighth of the budget it was supposed to.
You can email us at justkindaloafin@gmail.com.
JUS. Kinda. LOS.
You've already... Nope. Justkindaloafin@gmail.com. It's spelled like it sounds.
Tigger. T-I-double-gut.
We'll read everything you have to say and then kill ourselves.
This is our weekly podcast where we commit suicide every time it's done.
Yeah.
Miles does not...
It's not weekly.
wants to
Did I
be
join
a
a
part
cult?
of
It's not weekly. It's not weekly. It's not weekly.
Welcome to our podcast not called...
Wow.
What?
It's not weekly.
I think you should kill yourself.
That's part of the cult. Randy Pitchford, if you want to join our cult, hit me up on Twitter.
DM me.
Randy Pitchford, adopt me. I'll be your boy.
I'll be your baby boy, Randy.
Someone end this. End my suffering.
None of us can reach the off button from here.
Oh no.
What?
This podcast is just forever now.
Can we get Randy Pitchford on this podcast right now?
Randy Pitchford, I summon thee.
Do you think...
Say his name 3 times fast.
Randy Pitchford, Randy Pitchford, Randy Pitchford. I could...
Whoa! Randy! What are you doing here? What do you have to say for yourself, Randy?
If Aliens was the best game ever made, reply with silence.
Holy shit. And like that, he's gone. He really is magic.
Alright, that's the end of the podcast. We're never doing another